Alright, let's see how much stuff I broke. Did it work? Yay! Everything works! We did it! Hello, friends. I am so excited for today's game. I cannot... Playing the Making It Harder card, a choice. A choice I would not have made. But, here we are. Thank you, I didn't sleep. I did this instead. It still needs some modifications, but, some kind of important things are now there are names for the characters on the screen. You think we would have gotten that taken care of sometime last season, but we did not. So, there it is. And that internal Allen logo. Yeah. So, there's a couple announcements I'll get to before we cut over to our players for today. Tomorrow, we're gonna do a HTML recap stream, as well as doing some just kind of like R&D, making some assets, playing around with Midjourney, that kind of stuff, as we recap stuff where we've been. If you have the like craft an NPC card, stuff like that, we can do that. That'd be pretty great. So that kind of stuff for tomorrow. We'll leave the gachas, the gachapons that are currently up through to tomorrow, so you guys have a chance to get them for the rest of the like stream weekend, essentially. There's also that. So we'll be running that too, like what Twy just said. Re-watching old episodes. Maybe we can just do that together. I don't know if we can we just do that? I feel like we can do that. Hold on to the viewer, take the wheel. I have an idea for that. I just gotta figure out where is good in the schedule to do it. Other announcement-y things. There's 15% off coupon for cards. Y'all know the deal for that. There's some new cards in there. Alan just uploaded some new guys. I will let him tell you about them. Alright, hopefully I don't immediately interrupt any conversations. Yay, we did it!
Nope, I just called basically completely down for that.
Excellent. 10 out of 10. Right, a craft a character card.
And obviously I saw the fact that Cole/Royce decided to make it harder for everybody.
Oh, it's such a decision that I would not
fuck
have
off.
made.
Yeah,
So-
I'm gonna let you know that I actually now have instant anxiety.
Before
So
Keep
I'm
saying
here
more.
still.
We do
Make it
forget that
worse.
this is the man that crashed an island into the word tree.
so just like heads up for what if everybody doesn't know what that does, you only
What'd that
receive
do?
what that do. You only receive half the amount of healing it says, rounded down. Bosses do extra damage. Tough choices. Yeah, tough choices are extra tough.
Oh.
And-
I don't want to
And
play with Cole
you
anymore.
Do not
Ever
want
again.
to roll a catastrophe.
Yeah, in relation to Cole, can we send him to the corner?
Oh no.
Let me tell you
Oh,
guys.
fuck you!
Oh no.
Hey guys, so this was a fun game. I'm glad we played it.
We're gonna die!
I would tell y'all right now, they don't need the help to make it worse.
You don't understand. My rolls are trash. Why would you do this? We're gonna actually
Thank you,
die.
Seth.
I want to point out that they don't even have any idea what this game is about to be about, and they are just lighting everything on fire around you and going, the floor is lava, everything else is lava, also you're on fire, fuck off.
You are
Like,
in fact lava.
you are actually also lava.
Yeah, you are lava, but you're not resistant to it.
Right.
Thank
Oh,
you.
God damn
Let me
it.
introduce the crew going around. So we got Royce is played by Cole.
Hey, how's it going? Glad to be here.
I'm so excited to have you here. We got Kay's played by Caustic here. Oh, sorry. Oh, Royce also brought Bunny Bechamel.
It's a tag.
Oh.
Oh my god, it's gonna die.
By the way, I've brought my apprentice with me to teach. Yep.
He brought a red shirt to a suicide mission. Good job, Cole.
Then, of course,
Hi.
yep, Kay, played by Caustic. There's
I'm
that.
glad that I cross-class doctor, but my heals aren't gonna do much because they're halved.
Then, of course, there's T, who is played by Kira.
Hello, folks. Welcome to the shit show.
It's going to be a disaster. And then we have Seth playing Seth.
So you guys have been worried just since those cards are played. I've been worried for like a week and a half.
Okay, Alan.
With good
question.
reason.
Question.
Alright.
How long does the immunity from cards thing work?
10 minutes.
God damn it.
That's it, right
Hold
on it.
it close to your heart.
I was
Alright.
legitimately excited for this game until 8:04 when he played those cards. So, okay.
Alright, so
I saw the season 1 card played.
season
Let
1, 2 confidence cards played. Query, I refunded yours. Hold on to it because I guarantee they're gonna need it. Alan, do you want to recap the new cards you added, and then we shall
Absolutely.
begin?
So I've only added 2 new cards right now. There'll be more added by tomorrow. We have Loot Goblin, which at the end of a game, if you feel like there was any magical items that you missed and you play Loot Goblin, like a friendly goblin will walk back and grab all of the magical items you missed, even if they're behind locked doors and stuff. If you missed it, you will get it. It'll be added to
Wow.
like the pool of items that you guys can like have. And then there's also the exploration game, Ruined Continent. It's like opens another game. I don't think we're gonna play these ones in Quest. We will probably play them in a map building game. There's a couple of them that I have my eye on, and those are just like you get to put together an away crew, and you get to go explore a place on the map that we haven't been yet. This time, this card's for the Ruined Continent, but there's a couple other map spots that I'm gonna put cards for. Those are the 2 new cards for today.
Professor and Van X, thank you guys so much for grabbing card packs.
And we also still have the Gashapon cards going on. They will be up until tomorrow.
Yep,
because
they'll
we
be
have
up
that-
through tomorrow's stream. Alright, I am going to fade into the background. Good luck if I never see you again.
Goodbye, friend.
Okay, everyone.
Oh, someone did a word tree give us already.
How F does this game run? It's, I will answer completely
Holy
honestly.
Joe,
This has
this
made
card.
it probably
Swaddle I wrap back
the
up
most
and
likely
have them
somebody's
carried
gonna
on my
die
chest,
in a
father
game.
Style.
So Cole has swaddled Besh.
He just said most likely that someone's going to die, despite the fact that Leto / how do we pronounce his name? Was the one that was
He
supposed
literally
to be the
doesn't even
most
know,
likely
so.
to die.
Yeah, but he only needed to roll a 1 to die. Like, he had a 1 in 20 chance to die.
So,
I'm giving all of you about 1 in 8.
oh my god.
Haha, I can't count that high, so it doesn't matter.
Alright, so
That was nice
Really,
knowing you.
the can-do attitude right there.
we're starting the game off as you all recall from the last game when we were in Yoke, and there were all of those soldiers from the new Corinthian Empire, and like they didn't have any commanders left. Like their ships were destroyed and had polluted the river, and you guys were trying to figure out how to help them, and just the consensus was, let's take them home. Because they're very listless. They never give their names. And it's just, they're incredibly, like, everybody thinks it's depression. So let's return to their world. This is that, you guys don't have to make any rolls to get there. We're fine. But here is the world that, like, you have to take the submarine too, by the way. This is because you had to go underwater to do it. So, we're at this, like, it looks like it was once completely industrious, like super well maintained. You can tell that it was like militant, and just all of the soldiers kind of like single file get off the boat, and they all just kind of like wander aimlessly away. And you four are just like this. Everybody's just in the ship, and Royce, you're in your like weird like laboratory or whatever, because I don't know if you guys know this, Royce is slowly becoming a mad scientist.
Slowly.
So
Never would have guessed.
Royce and Amel, like, you two are on... Wait, Besh, sorry. Royce and Besh are, in the library, and you pick up on the strangest readings. Like, two things. You don't realize, like, this world is not coming up on your detectors. Like, you're not getting a song from this world. Like,
that's weird.
Like, there's nothing. Like, the song that they used to exist did work, and nobody really thought anything of it. But, like, once you got here, it's just done. And also, like, the soldiers, the second they leave the boat, they drain of color a little bit more. Like, they're already, like, head down, slowly marching off this boat. But the second they, like, touch the ground of this place, they get a little more faded. They all desaturate a little bit.
So the place might be the problem.
Well, there's something controlling the plane.
Oh, if you want to give me a 20-sided, you can figure some stuff out.
Oh, yeah. Let's go. Let's see if I'll roll a 1 right off the bat.
That would be fucking hilarious. Nope, it's a success. So yeah, you're getting almost the signs of a ship not traveling on the planet, but in the same way that you guys got here. Double up? Okay, so
That's also double the chance to get a critical failure now.
yep. Isn't that great? But anyway, you're picking up on some natural emissions. Like, they seem... I mean, they are what they are. Something living is traveling the same paths that you traveled to get here. The in-between the worlds paths.
Could I cast Magic Eye to see if there's any kind of illusions or magic here that's a little different than normal?
Oh, absolutely. Go ahead and roll me a 20-sided, and I'll tell you, like, that the 20-sided is not to whether or not Magic Eye works, it's what you see with Magic Eye. So a 10, we got a tough choice. Oh no, it's a success based on the confidence and the pride. So we're good. Oh, and yeah, you roll one more 20-sided because double ups up.
If we roll below the pride number, are we just all gonna die?
You all gonna take 4 damage.
So just 4?
Yeah, that's how much pride does.
Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't gonna be harder.
Oh no, trust me, it's hard enough without you guys having to worry about that. So, when you use your Magic Eye, you see no magic. And when you look outside, like, in your experience, in, like, the multiverse of, like, all realities that you've been to with the crew and, like, by yourself, every world has its own, like, flavor of magic. But much like Royce isn't picking up on a song to get him here through, like, you are not picking up on any magic. Not even like the, life is magic. Like, not even like that. If you strain your eyes to, like, make magic make sense in everybody's view, it still doesn't work. There's nothing here.
That feels disgusting, and I want to share that with everybody else. There's nothing here. Nothing at all.
Given that I see differently, does it still look normal, or does it look fucking weird?
You see exactly the same as everybody else here.
So I see, like, a normal person and no text?
Yes, there's no
wild.
text at all. T, can you roll me a 20-sider?
Sure, if I can remember the how do.
2 20-siders, actually. But don't worry, you get huge pluses.
It's gonna be slash roll.
Roll 1d.
2d20.
Oh, 2. That's right. I type in 2.
Yes. Look at that. Okay, so T, with the massive plus that you get from pride and confidence,
Okay.
that 16, it's just like, you are disgusted. You are
Oh.
looking at a corpse.
Hmm.
Like, this is just, it's still breathing, but there's nothing to it. There's no internal organs to this planet.
So it's like a planet on life support.
Less. It's
Oh
a planet
god.
that they unplugged life support, but it's still just there. It's rotting in the hospital bed is what you're looking at.
You know,
Like, just
Alpha's
nobody's
still not
moved the
letting
corpse.
go.
Nice. So I guess I would voice that to my fellow crewmates. Like, this is not good.
There's no words here.
There's nothing.
Royce, you shared the information about the natural
we're-
emission.
Yeah.
Okay. When you guys look up in like the direction, like if you look at Royce's screen, basically, it's because you can't see it with the naked eye. That is trailing a large amount of just like magical energy, like an incredible amount of magical energy is like not fleeing this place, but like heading away from it.
It's being siphoned away.
No, it's this is all one mass. It's not like pulling it like a hose or anything. Like there is a mass of magical, like an incredibly vibrant magical energy going away.
Does it look more like it's just flowing, or does it look like it's being sucked up by a giant space vacuum?
It's a singular mass. If it had a shape, I would say it's probably a circle. Not like an O. It's not like there's a trail of it. There's just like
It's making a
A
Venn
thing.
diagram and moving away into a separate circle.
no, like it's just a thing.
Mhm.
There's a ball of magical energy going away from this planet.
That's fucking weird.
It is certainly weird.
Like running as if it's like this place is tainted, or is
It's
running,
not-
or is it being
it's-
drawn away and that's why this place is tainted?
You would have no way of knowing that.
Fuck.
And it doesn't
So,
seem like I didn't say I was running, just going.
Going.
Do we have a way to figure that out?
You got a ship.
Should we do the thing?
Does the ship function as it should here?
Yeah. If you guys just like go back down and punch a hole through the hallway, you can make it.
Could is that word that worries me.
Punching
will.
through the hallway also worries me.
Oh well, don't worry about that. I've done a lot of experiments regarding that. I think we'll be fine.
You see Bash like moving the goggles and giving you a thumbs up.
It's like skipping a rock, if that makes sense.
Or red shirt?
Bash just looks over. It's just like, yeah, like, good job dumbing it down for him. These dummies. Just turns around, it's like typing away. It's just like thinks we can't go through that. It's just like this one, fucking paper face. Jesus Christ. I don't know how Beth knows about Jesus Christ, but
It's a brand of bread.
Who
Jesus Christ.
is Jesus?
Beth's like really obsessed with multiversal swears. That's the number one thing that
Like when you take a language, but the very first thing you learn, like day 2, is all the swear words.
Words, yeah.
all
Yeah.
the people that like travel through the silver thimble, everybody that stops at the diving bell from another world, Besh is there like sitting on the counter like telling them to tell them all their swear words.
How do
And
you say
Jesus
shit?
Christ Jesus Christ has come up a couple of times, so you're like, all right.
Canonically, our world is somehow connected.
That's not 100% true. A version of a world that has Jesus Christ is connected.
I
Yeah,
want
in
Jesus
one world
Christ to
he
be a lizard.
Yeah, in one world he's a lizard, and another one he's an octopus. That was a really weird cross.
Beezus exists. We already know Beezus exists.
It's true.
Beezus
Alright.
came up in the bear episode.
So I think our plan now is we just don't want to be here. So we're
I mean,
gonna attempt to leave.
you're the one that deals the most with the engine, so if you feel safe saying that we can manage to not completely rupture the hallway in the process of going through it.
There is another option that you haven't thought of. We could just not do anything. I mean, that's always an option.
That seems like a terrible idea.
I feel that we should at least investigate.
Oh,
given
guys, the
that we
game's
don't
over.
want-
Bye.
Yeah, but
This is fun.
I feel we should investigate to make sure that this isn't like, I don't know, catching or prevent it from happening elsewhere.
If there's a antibiotic we can give this world.
I don't
it's
know
a
about
virus.
you, but I can't revive worlds. Or can I?
Besh just like
I mean,
leans
I've
back.
heard myth of that, but canonically we can't learn it.
You guys just see Besh lean back and look at Royce, and with the one eye that's facing Royce, but not anybody else. Besh just like pushes a lever. Oops! And the ship starts to like head towards the. It's just like lowering, and just, you guys have begun like traveling through the rifts.
Okay, but like, are we not concerned about the people that we just left, though?
We were coming to drop them off.
Alright, but they could die.
I mean, that's
Well,
true
that's why
of
we
anywhere
have to
we go.
figure. That's why we have to figure this out so that they potentially don't die, right?
Yeah,
Potentially.
potentially.
I want to make sure we can still leave.
Yeah, that's also important.
Of course, Besh is a chaos goblin. Look at the mentor.
Yeah. I mean, I probably shouldn't have taught them how to, use the ship, but hey!
Here we go.
Oh no.
All right.
I was gonna originally be really mad at that kid, but you know what? I'm proud. I'm proud.
Royce, you want to give me 2d20?
Hell yeah.
You guys haven't even left the ship yet. So that's a success. You guys travel through the rifts and like you stay right on this thing's tail. Like you have it on the sensors, communications. You guys are going like this is exactly where we need to go. Navigation's doing great. Royce and Besh have the engine going great. And you see on all the sonars and everything, this is where it is. And like as like the space, like because like in between it's not really space. If you see a star, that's just a planet out there. And like you guys do pass by some routes. Like as you like break through the hallway, you see the plane that you just left has these dry and brittle roots coming from it. And as you guys just even get a little bit close and move it's not really air, but like move the reality around it, it starts crumbling to dust.
Oh.
And those are the roots of the world you just left. And as you're following, you approach, and it looks like this giant ball of magic. But the closer you get, you realize it's not a ball, it's more two-dimensional than that. And here it is.
Oh, it's cute.
Oh.
Aw.
I'm gonna call it the pineapple.
It has a lovely eye, but also was this based off of the lemons?
No?
Interesting.
So,
It
do I
does
voice
kind
my
of look like
concern
gold.
right out of the gate, or
You would be concerned.
I am fully and completely enveloped and burritoed in like a tortilla of concern. That
Yeah, that doesn't look good.
that's rather large, and it shouldn't be.
Is that like a parasite?
I don't know, guys. It looks like corn to me.
Yeah, it does look like corn, huh?
Like wheat. Yeah, no, that is a bad type of parasite. I don't know, Alan, would you say they're usually like an inch long?
Guaranteed, like no bigger than your finger.
Are we
At the
magical school
absolute biggest that
busing
you've
this
ever
right
seen.
So, guys, I'm gonna repeat myself. That's rather large. A
Would you like to-
tortilla of concern.
Would you like to share with the class? Because I have no idea what I'm looking at here.
It's hungry.
It is hungry. Do I know? I know what they're called, but I actually, as a person, don't know what they're called. I don't remember.
They're called bookworms.
Oh, literally just okay. Dog here. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Everyone, ignore me. So I'm just gonna share with them what they are.
So the bookworms are worms that form on word trees. They never grow any bigger than like your finger or like an inchworm situation. And they have been, like, the stories go that they get on top of a word, like if they get on a word tree, they can cling to a page and pull the information out of the page, and as they are pulling it out, the information doesn't get forgotten. They know it. The little worm stores the information, and it lives off of information the way that we would live off of food.
I am
eater of
deeply
info.
fearful now.
See this little hole right here, everyone? It definitely does like a little sphincter thing, and it slowly it opens enough.
Unclench that sphincter.
Yeah, it unclenches, and it's just like it's definitely, and you know immediately, all along the side of it in like every language imaginable, it just says like, "Welcome. I invite a small party."
I am not climbing into anything's butthole today.
Huh.
I think its
Um,
butthole's up here, actually.
Yeah, this is just its random side sphincter.
Yeah, it's like a pore.
This is
Is-
This is the landing station.
You think there's like people inside?
There's a possibility. Thing's huge.
I mean, I don't want to like be too forward, but I don't mind going into a sphincter.
So, Royce is into anal. So, this thing eats things like me, I would assume. I'm very hesitant to go inside of this.
All you got to do is wear like a full encompassing suit.
I feel like we don't have much of a choice.
I mean, technically, anybody that goes in its sphincter has been eaten, but backwards.
Thunderclaw played
Unless it's
this
just like
card.
his ear.
Crabbert comes midnight,
know, like,
places a Crabbert
how do we
on
know?
Quet's head. Here you go. Have
I don't.
fun.
It doesn't seem like we have much of a choice, though, right? Like, oh,
Crabber's
take
just trying to balance
responsibility.
on all of my flowers.
Like, if you think you can, like, fight it, or you think you can do something, like, get in another way, go ahead and let me know.
So we're gonna do the Ant-Man method here.
It said small party. Do we have to like spacewalk to get into this, or is the like submarine allowed to go in?
It's gonna be, like, small party. The sub's not going in there.
So we get to spacewalk.
It's about the size of a doorway.
Ah, yes.
I mean, we could try to lube it up.
how about we don't wreck our only means of escape?
I'm ready to go in. I'm all strapped and ready.
As long as we get consent.
Ah,
Safe word.
You see Bash just putting on their backpack.
Oh God, there's a kid. I can't make these jokes.
And then I strap them to my chest. Yes, good. This will work.
Okay, question. Should I, this is for the party, should I create bind the gate here in the submarine so we can teleport back to the submarine? Because my base bind is back on the academy.
Oh.
So I could technically take our entire party back to the academy, but that would leave the ship out here.
Not leaving my ship.
So... binding here, I guess. Someone pick a
Okay.
room. Using 1 AP to bind to a room on the ship in case we need to emergency teleport.
That's probably wise.
Which room?
Would one say the nav room, maybe?
So here?
I was thinking more the water closet, but that's fine too.
We want to be able to make a quick getaway once our feet land.
Yeah, so
right
it might
where
be
they
best
land.
to do like navigation so we can go, 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 go.
Yeah.
That seems fair.
Okay.
Everybody on the ship be ready for evasive maneuvers.
Everybody on the ship, I imagine you're gonna want to study what's going on out here while they go in and study what's going on inside.
Yep.
You are a science vessel, after all. Look at it go, look at it go, look at it
We've
go.
never done a single science.
Yes, we are a quote-unquote science vessel, armed to the teeth.
So the doorway opens up, and it does, like, it, I don't know how to say this without being very, it kind of, like, puckers.
We get it. It's doing anus. It's doing anus type thing.
It puckers out and goes over your door to allow people to, like, you guys don't have to spacewalk. You
It's
can
making
just...
an airlock. Okay.
The visual.
A sphincter airlock.
And on the other side, you see a grandiose wooden door. It's just so ornate. It's beautiful. Like, it's got, like, gold filigree. It's, like, fantastic. It looks like it has multiple languages of just, like, kind, warm welcomes carved into it.
Doesn't the library near the word tree have something similar?
That would be ridiculous.
I wouldn't know.
Would
I
it?
didn't stay there long enough to know anything about the word tree.
But yes,
would I look
Royce
at the door
does-
and go, huh?
You would look at the door and be like, well, this is a lot of different languages.
Okay.
But Royce would recognize it does look very similar to the one back in Liminal. I don't know how much time T has spent at the word tree and Liminal, but if you have, the door does look familiar. Just big. Just
He's
way
certainly
too big.
visited. Probably not made it like I've spent 30 weeks here, but definitely visited. Yeah, I guess we open and go in.
And the second you touch it, the door swings open, and in front of it is you enter the foyer to just the most grand, opulent stairs.
Wow.
I've never seen such beautiful stairs.
There are books on each side.
Ah, welcome to my home.
Oh, we have a guest.
And who
Hello.
are you?
I've been greatly anticipating your arrival.
Have you now?
Oh, well, your exploits are well known to me. But my apologies, I've yet to introduce or explain myself, have I?
True.
Then please do.
You may call me the Librarian, and this is the library.
Well, thank you for welcoming us into your library.
Yes.
Does this
Please come in. We can speak at longer length inside. And I'm gonna turn around and go through the doors deeper into the building.
One quick second so I can make sure I know where we're going. Seth didn't get the token that I tried to make. I knew it was going to happen. I knew it. Anyway, okay, so let's go here.
Never remove your character, make sure you can.
You are surrounded by a ridiculous number of books. You guys have, you included, have never seen this many books before in your entire life.
Huh.
There you go. Everyone should be able to move the character. Give me 1 second.
Sure have.
Okay, there we go. Alright.
Size-wise, how big is this library compared to how tall we are?
You are minuscule compared to what's going on here. Like, your tokens are big, but like...
I'm assuming there's different sizes of books, too. That's neat.
All books are all different sizes. All books have different bindings. Some of them are scroll work. You do see the librarian in front of you. Quick description. The picture does show what he is, but black and red suit, well tailored, like fantastic, pristinely kept folds of what looks like paper as his face.
Interesting.
I'm assuming you have many questions.
Yeah, who's your tailor?
Oh, this little thing? I made it myself. As did I make all you see before you.
Kind of just.
Why are we in a worm?
Ah, yes. The creature we find ourselves in is one that I discovered and tamed long ago to grant me access to the stories of the multiverse. You see, I'm a great lover and collector of stories, and as such I explore the planes seeking out remarkable individuals in order to take down their tales. Which is how I came to know of your group, in fact. Your sprawling story seems to have crossed over with many others across the plains, and I've become quite enamored with the few slivers of your narrative I've managed to chance upon. It makes it very exciting to finally meet you in person.
I can't help but notice that the last location you left is quite dead and lost all of its words.
Ah, yes, a great shame that. You see, I had spent some time upon that world, gathering stories, when several weeks ago I noticed a change. The people I interacted with were somehow lesser. Over time, their eyes became distant. When they spoke, they did so without passion. It was as if they were hollow, lifeless. With nothing I could do for them and there being no purpose for a man of my profession to remain in a place like that, I departed. Which must be when you took notice of me.
Yeah.
Seems a bit of a coincidence, but
Well, when you're in the business of stories, you find that coincidences are more often than you would think. But of course, I will assist you in identifying the nature of this threat and how to counter it. If whatever it is spreads to other worlds, then all those precious stories will be lost, and I will be out of a job. My home is perhaps one of the greatest repositories of knowledge in the multiverse, and I will grant you unfettered access to it. I only ask for one thing in return.
And what is that?
That you allow me to take down your stories and add them to the annals of this library.
Anal.
He said annals. Like, he said the right word.
Yeah, he did. No, he did. But
But
now we're just remembering the
everybody in the
puckered
crew.
sphincter, and it's just like, okay, well, this is...
We're all adults
So-
here, except for this child. who's
No.
not an adult.
No, I'm 12. It's fine.
My bad.
Oh god,
I didn't
so
make
giant.
didn't mean to
Okay,
make him so big.
Quietly leaning to T, it's kind of like, didn't you say that these worms consumed the knowledge and it was gone, and it took it into itself?
She answers. Of course, you can't read her expression because it doesn't exist. But on her reply, you notice that she is very angry, and she simply says, "That's exactly what they do."
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever returned to a world you visited beforehand?
Oh, I've returned from time to time to, well, as you know, men and women, they grow old and die, and new generations come with new stories. So from time to time, I will revisit an interesting world to see how the descendants of certain interesting individuals have developed.
So you must be quite old then.
Yes, very. By your standards, at least.
So have you ever seen anything like this happen before, or out of all the years you've lived, this is the first time you've seen something like this?
This is the first I have seen of this kind of phenomenon, and it is quite disturbing, I must say.
Feel like we're not getting whole truths here. Hold on, let me pull up a note I have. Because I saved it. Because I knew I'd forget. Because I definitely did forget.
This is deep in thought, looking around at the library.
Yeah, it's quite impressive, is it not?
If you guys want to see what's on the shelves, you can roll me a 20 side and we can see what I can give you for it, or give you
Do we
information.
all need to roll, or
If you want to if you want to peruse the shelves, yeah. Because some of it is dangerous, Cthulhu style. You don't want to read some things. Just one die though, because double up is over.
Just for clarification, now that
Thank
we're not
God.
on that other world, am I still seeing as everyone else sees, or am I seeing text again?
You're seeing as everybody else sees.
Okay, so for the duration, gotcha.
T asks the librarian, and what of your homeworld? Where do you hail from?
Oh, that's such a distant memory. Would be difficult for me
God.
to recall. You see, after all of these years and all the stories that I've recorded, they've gotten somewhat jumbled at times. You would understand. With the myriad thousands that you see before you, mine gets somewhat lost in them.
One second here, because Seth, as you peruse the books, it's just you see just some fascinating magical books. I'll say your magic eye ability is still going off. It's just this is a spell book from a wizard that you read about in a book from another plane that was considered one of the most powerful wizards of all time, of antiquity. And it's just this is his spell book. You know it on sight. It is just literally on a shelf with so many other books of astounding magical power. But
Are they in alphabetical order by last name?
no.
They're actually organized. So with the Dewey Decimal System, it's organized by author name and genre. In this library, they seem to be organized by the name of the individual and the occupation, or some other descriptor.
I mean, we also are sitting
Interesting.
here assuming that they use English letters, which is probably not the case. I rolled shit. What do I get?
1 second here.
You get a reroll, is what you get.
Oh, am I... What?
Go ahead and roll again.
Did I miss a card?
If
you're wrong.
I think Royce is playing it right now.
Oh,
Oh.
Kira saw everything. It's better.
Which is a 12. The
So
bonuses.
yeah. So Kira, you see everything we've talked about before this game.
Okay.
It's like, the librarian. You see the masked one, T, staring at you very like knowingly, and that's just
Yes,
until
is there something I can help you with?
I want to ask questions, but I don't want to like give everything up too quick. I'm struggling here.
that is that is why you were here.
What powers this worm to travel?
Could you-
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I didn't catch that. I didn't know if he was talking to me or not.
Oh yeah, Royce is going to ask the librarian, what powers the worm to travel through the rifts?
That's a good question. DM, what powers the worms to travel through the rift?
It is the same thing that powers the catfish, and the same thing that powers the kukla is the same thing that powers the moth or the red caps. They are creatures of the in between. There's just this is their natural state. It wants to be here.
That.
Okay, yeah. So T's gonna look at the librarian and tell him it's time for honesty. What have you done here?
My
What you've
dear,
done.
I know not of what you speak.
I mean, if he...
Perhaps you could be more clear about what you mean.
You know exactly what this worm is. How have you enticed it to do your bidding? How have you taken these stories from these lands? This isn't the first time you've seen this.
Well, as for the worm, long ago I happened upon it and used my myriad magical abilities to tame it. As for the other thing, I persist in telling you I know not of what you speak.
In the
Did you also cause it to grow?
No, as a matter of fact, I happened upon it in this size.
In the distance, the librarian, everybody hears it, but the librarian's the only one that knows exactly what. It's the dinner bell being rung.
Ah, we've spoken for so long. I, of course, invite you all to join me for refreshments.
Hey, I don't know if you allow it, but while we're at the table, could I just take this one book to look at?
You grab the book and you try and open it, but it's like you are unable to open it. It's like it's welded shut. Yes, it's a small ask for me to request of you your stories, but one I must insist upon. I will, of course, offer you unfettered access, as I've said, if you would promise to me your stories. It is all that I value in this world.
No.
I hold my stories as the deepest part of myself. No.
Well?
I have to eat first.
Yes, perhaps we can speak more about this matter over dinner.
Put back.
Perhaps we can come to some sort of an accord. And I turn around and start walking to the dinner table.
Sure. Do you all follow?
Ugh,
Yeah.
I guess.
I will follow.
Who stops me?
I would like to use. Actually, hold that thought. Apologies.
Okay. Alright, so here is his wonderful dinner table. It looks very similar to the last room that you guys just left, but in this one there's a table with that's just brimming with food. And it has whatever you guys all like the most.
Sunlight and dirt.
You have to drink, so
Water.
you are a plant. But whatever is food for you, it arrives in like magnificently domed dishes. Like little like a paper man comes out and like sets it down. And he's dressed all like very much like a waiter at a French restaurant. He sets the food down, bows to the librarian, and turns around and walks out.
Do they look like paper like I look like paper? Like
They look like paper. They are not wearing clothes. They have clothes that are made of paper.
Rude.
So they're not covered in text.
Is small child calm?
As long as like Besh is just hanging out with Royce, that's all they're doing.
Okay, I just want to make sure they're okay. I'm nervous.
I will feed Besh at the table.
Besh is eating so many deviled eggs.
Oh,
Man.
Oh,
you
no.
know what?
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
I'm
Look,
not.
I
sitting
love
with it.
deviled eggs, so I can't say that I hate that.
Yeah,
It's gonna
it's
smell bad.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the problem. We're in a submarine. Like,
Oh.
so you all like in this large room. There are you see inks and quills all over this dining room, but the dining room is also lined completely with books, all the way to the giant vaulted ceilings.
I take a keen interest in eyeing a lot of the quills. Really a big fan of nice pins. As I eat my ice cream.
Just a, I guess, steady silence between like everybody just staring at each other.
Yeah, I'm gonna like pull
Please
my.
indulge yourself.
I'm gonna pull out my own like little water spritzer and spritz myself.
tea doesn't sit.
Ah,
The librarian is going to sit at the end of the table, swishing a glass of wine.
What
I'm
will happen
sitting,
if we give
but
you
not
our
on a chair.
stories?
Could you repeat that?
What will happen if we give you our stories?
I was about
Explain.
to use that too, Cole.
Then I will have your stories, and they will be added to the annals.
But how exactly will you have them?
Well, hopefully we can have a conversation, as I was intending over this dinner, and you can all tell me a little bit about yourselves, fill in the gaps. As I've said, I've learned many things about you, but there are numerous holes, which I seek to fill.
Cole played
That's all right.
C. Okay, just making sure. I was actually thinking about playing that myself.
Yeah, that's why I snorted too. I was like, filling holes.
The anal holes.
this is all like everything is as it appears. as it appears.
Glad I didn't waste my AP on that.
Have I failed to convince any of you? Are you all so hesitant that you would forsake the knowledge that could save an entire plane?
I am eating ice cream.
So you're saying you already have the knowledge?
Well, as I've said, this is one of the greatest repositories of knowledge possibly in the entire multiverse. If it exists, there's a good chance it lies in these halls. Among many other choice tidbits of information.
So you haven't sought out any information yourself? You're just content to watch a plane die?
Well, it has only just recently happened, and there are, as you can see, quite a great number of books that I do not keep retained inside of my mind at all times. It will take time to ply the depths and find the information if it exists.
I kind of look at each person at the table a little bit, like, give this guy a chance, just a little bit. So you state you've never seen anything like this before. How long ago do you think this started at this particular plane?
Well, I first noticed the effects of whatever it was several weeks ago.
While you were there.
Yes.
How long have you been there?
A few months, give or take.
Mm-hmm.
And in the weeks that you've noticed it, you did not consider researching and
Oh, I
instead
did.
left.
I did everything I could to help, but unfortunately my efforts fell flat.
You think there was some kind of trigger? Did anything happen before that seemed any different from that particular place that you've seen before? Anything, even the smallest thing.
DM, does something like that come to mind?
You saw them all march out to war many months ago. Like, when you arrived, they were all marching and to travel to another plane. They all, like, were mounting up on these giant industrious warship. And it seemed like they were going to war with another plane entirely. You also found it strange that they were using equipment that cannot safely go through rifts.
All right, that.
Oh.
And how long ago did the Corinthians show up on Liminal?
About the time matches up.
Okay.
I want to say that as we're talking, I'm pulling out my clipboard and starting to take notes.
I'll tell you what, Librarian. I'll bite. What do you want to know to fill in your gaps?
Yes, well, what would you say set you upon this path? All good stories should start at the beginning.
Well, I personally have always had a hunger for adventure and just engineering in general, and I left my home city to fulfill that need. And in doing so, I ended up coming into the graces of a rather interesting group of people. And from then, I've been working with them.
Fascinating. Would anyone else like to go next?
I have already answered that. No.
No? Well, that is quite unfortunate that you would not willingly give me your stories, that you do not trust me. But you are, of course, right not to do so.
Is that so?
Yes, this ruse has become somewhat tiring. Unfortunately, you have ruined my entire second act preamble.
Damn it! I was getting ready to answer too.
Seems to be something we do
God
often.
damn it.
Yes, the worm we find ourselves in is responsible for having sapped the essence from the world we came from.
Curse this sudden and inevitable betrayal.
Yes, I would have liked a bit more time for a calm conversation, for us to get to know one another before this inevitable end. But you are all quite resistant towards giving me your stories willingly, and thus I must take them by force.
Look, man, I was gonna finish this ice cream, and then I was gonna tell you stuff, but no. You have no patience. And patience is a virtue.
You speak of patience to someone that steals knowledge from worlds.
Yes, I have never been quite one to wait for stories to come out naturally. I'm very eager to get to the juiciest bits as quickly as possible.
I bet you're one of those people that read the last pages of a book before you read the rest of it. Just
I
to
have
get
been
the
known to
ending.
do such a thing from time to time, yes.
Monster.
Know ourselves quite well.
No. You're a jerk.
I would like to use an ability.
Sure, what you got?
I would like to befizzle the librarian.
I don't
Such a
know what
funny
that is, but
word.
I
it
don't-
sounds bad. And I
I would
would
like.
probably like to do something in response. If he's about to, I'd disintegrate me or something.
I attempt to curse you to restrict your use of magic for the next hour.
Hmm.
That's gonna be real tricky. Like, go ahead and make a roll. Yeah, there were 2 magic item cards played. I just haven't gotten a chance to.
Man, everyone played magic items on the day that I wanted to play magic item.
We might need all the magic items, so.
So, you do, like, the librarian, you do notice that Royce is about to cast a spell. So he cast a spell, he got a 14. That's a success.
I'd like to play a card, I guess. Do I just click on it, or how do
Yeah.
I use it?
Just go ahead and click it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it gonna come up?
It should. It takes just a second. Yep. Catastrophe. So that's a 1. Everybody take 4 damage.
Cool.
Because you tried.
Dispensing with the pleasantries, are we? Very well. And I'm gonna snap my fingers, and instantaneously, from all of the shelves, books just explode off and start flying around above us, swirling in this kind of like helix of pages, like a swarm of bats in a cave.
Is this a
and-
spell?
Safety
I don't-
Peanut doesn't work on 1s, just on failures.
I don't know. Is it a spell, DM? Or
This
it
is
just
a
a thing I'm doing.
this is a thing you're doing because it's a reaction to the 1. You guys all have to eat this consequence.
So I
So-
cannot reflect it.
You
Okay.
cannot.
So yeah.
What he does do is magic. What's that?
I don't. If it was a 1, does it work that way?
No, there's nothing to change it to. But the librarian didn't roll. It's like we would need another roll to target that.
But he is using magic, so I can attempt to counter spells in the future.
Sorry. Go ahead with your explanation of what was going on, like books flying off the shelves.
Books swarming above, and from this swarm, a number of books fly down and kind of unfold themselves into these paper soldiers that surround the group and press in menacingly.
Oop, too big.
Oh, they're made of paper? Excellent.
Please don't set me on fire, Cole. Royce, whichever.
I don't
you
know.
said
These
that.
are some pretty handsome looking paper soldiers. Look at that. Look at that beard.
I know, I was kind of thinking the same thing. I'm like, oh, they're cute.
Would like to ignite my wrench in flame.
I would
Oh.
like to step away from Royce.
Bash his face down on the ground. Stop
I
yelling at
can't
me.
find my list of stuff that I can do. Where do I find that?
Why is Besh on the ground?
Because Bash only has 4 HP.
But they're not a player.
Now, are these like folded origami type of paper or like cutouts?
It's like folded origami.
So could this kind of origami become loosened to become flatter paper?
Are you using the spell that makes everything in the entire room do that? Because I will note that I am origami.
Ah, yeah, it doesn't let us actually choose.
Also, as far as the 4 damage, everyone in the chat also, I believe, takes
Yep.
4 damage, and I don't suppose anyone played a shield on the bunny.
Nobody did. Also, crew in the sub, you guys are like picking up. The captain alluded to it earlier. You guys haven't gotten a single message from the crew that have boarded the worm.
Are we able to hear them at all?
You've never tried.
I thought that that was just like on a speaker.
That would be wild, wouldn't it?
Because, like, Sept tried to message us. So, did that come through?
You guys didn't hear anything.
Fuck.
You got in the sub. You guys are getting some weird readings. Like the outside of the sub is covered in something. It's just you guys just sitting there hanging out. And it's just like there are masses of what looks like paper mache squidging its way through the creases of the Wanderpus, like through the opening that you open to let them in and let them out. And there are parts that are paper that is folding and unfolding and just putting it, like, getting inside. And then if you watch it, you are watching some paper warriors unfold in you guys's in the sub. The sub has been breached.
Sub is having a colonoscopy.
So yeah, that's where you guys are. You are your party is surrounded by the paper knights. Oh, let me move you guys back there. There are paper knights in the sub.
Really wish I could have used no. It's a spell neutralizer.
Is Besh just unconscious right now?
It's because you swaddled them. I'm gonna say you protected them from some of it, but they have 1 HP left, and if they If they hit 0, they return to them. Not right now, but like at the end of it, they will.
I will use Oblation on Bish to heal them for 6.
Sure. You all get like the books have like we're gonna like make it so the books beat the shit out of you. Like that's how Pride works. As like in reaction to the one, the books like pummel all of you into like taking 4 damage. That's what does the 4 damage. And you on the ship, you all take 4 damage canonically because you are being attacked and you are losing.
Question: are healing spells, are they also halved, or is it just cards?
They're all halved. Anything that would heal you is half healing.
I would once. How much said do we need to do initiative?
No, you don't have to roll initiative.
Let's begin fighting some paper.
To be completely fair, the librarian only reacted to a 1. The librarian has not made his attack yet. Like all of these knights and stuff, that's his reaction for Cole having a 1.
If I see him trying to cast a spell, I would like to cast no. If it blows up in our face, it won't go well, though.
So I have a question.
Sure.
If the books inside this library burn, do I know what happens?
You have never seen anything on this scale before.
Okay. Typically, say a worm that has absorbed this information from a page. If you step on that worm, is the information
forever.
lost forever? Okay.
Lost forever.
Okay, thank you. Also, how do I get a list of the stuff that I can do?
I don't know why you don't have a list of your abilities.
Yeah.
I could have sworn I put the right one in here.
I could also maybe just not know what I'm doing. Which
go
is
into your character sheet and just click on abilities. You got profile and abilities and then inventory.
Okay.
Do you see it?
No, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm not gonna lie.
All I see is bio and info. It doesn't have anything else.
Oh shit, are you guys like... Oh, hold on 1 second.
My stuff
Okay.
is fine, but hers...
Your stuff is fine.
It looks like everyone but hers.
That's really weird. Oh, what did he curse? Anything you do that's magical. Negative modifiers on magical rolls during...
Why would you do that? We're already so fucked.
Well, your magical things are just like, if I show to players, does it work? Can you see it? The ability? Oh, it was on my screen and now it disappeared. What the hell happened there? When I refreshed, it... Sorry, everyone. Roll 20 problems.
Is Gemini aware how fucked we already are with the cards that were played at the beginning of the game?
I don't think he cares.
Okay, this is gonna be fun.
He's rolling in as an agent of chaos and not feeling the love is what I have to say about that.
Yeah, cannot feel the love tonight.
So I'm gonna try to like move T's character back in. All right, you guys, you gotta do something.
I'm gonna start smacking.
I'd like to cast Perky Profanation. It allows me to curse any number of nearby... I'll post it in the... and I would like to use the 4 AP version and use Mimicry and have them all act like worms themselves. Actual worms.
Royce.
I support Zach saying that magic is the easy way out. Alright, So your bottom character sheet shows me everything, like shows me your ability. Does it work for you now?
I see myself twice on the list now.
Yeah.
When I click the bottom one, all I have is bio and info.
What is?
And all pops up is my user picture.
Oh, hold on. There it goes.
Okay.
There you go. I fixed one of them. I might be able to fix both of them real quick.
Oh, okay.
There you go. There you go. Yep. Sorry about that, everyone. It was Roll20 sucks sometimes. All right. So. No, curses are just the players. That's why they were curses. What volatile armament was given to who? A flamethrower. Nico gave.
Yeah, the boss being able to play cards is just like, fuck.
I was hoping he'd be a friend.
I endorse everything that's happening right now.
Oh, I'm having fun. I'm just like, god damn it.
Royce, in the swaddling of Besh like holds up a flamethrower. It looks like one of the fucking like. It looks like one of the a Boring Company one, like Elon Musk's flamethrower.
Oh my god.
Besh, I'm so proud that you've made that.
It's just salute. Fixes their mustache.
Burn them all.
Patagon is contacting me. Am I able to respond to this?
You are not. No information is getting in or out of this creature, no matter how much magic you guys pump into it.
Fuck. In its sphincter. Anyway, do you want? Am I still allowed to cast perky profanation, or was that? Did I state that too slowly?
Yeah, you just gotta make rolls against it, and you gotta make a roll for it. 2d20. This is magical.
Oh god, why? Hold up. I'm fixing this.
Triumph.
Okay, so you do see the they refold themselves into like worm-like creatures, but they are still like hissing around you, almost like snakes at this point. Like, yeah. Now you just have paper snakes.
Why did it have to be snakes?
They're supposed to be worms.
Well, paper worm. What's the difference between a paper worm and a paper snake, really?
Fangs.
I mean, yeah.
Wait.
Paper cuts.
This is commoners. These guys are not commoners. These are minions.
Oh. It's up to you if the AP is used or not. What happens?
No, just like don't worry about the AP. You can just do something else. You start to cast it, and then they appear much stronger than you thought, almost as if something happened to bend reality to make this game harder. It's like reality was bent, and like you see a world where that happened. You see a world where all of these fold into worms, and you are dealing with just the librarian standing before you. But sadly, that is not this world.
Does this feel like the previous game that I played in? Where
No.
Okay.
No.
It's like.
This is just the flavor of whenever a die roll changes reality.
Okay.
So, quick question, DM. When am I able to use cards?
Whenever you want. If it says change your roll,
Okay.
then. But if you have a card that says something else, you're free to use it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's also only one card per roll. So if somebody has changed a roll to a 20, you can't change it back.
Okay. I wonder, I'm gonna just throw this out there. I don't know if this is how this works or not, but bloop.
I'm attempting to flatten these paper knights into.
You also have that flamethrower, so you can go ahead and make.
Did that?
I'm gonna make
Oh
some
no! What are you
rolls.
cursing?
The wrench.
The what was that?
The wrench.
The wrench. All right, so roll me 220 siders. He hexed your wrench, but you don't know immediately.
My wrench has been hexed.
Something is cursed. Every time the player interacts with that, roll twice, taking the lower number. So you roll twice and you take the lower instead of rolling twice and taking the higher.
So.
Oh, now someone's trying
okay.
to
This
reverse.
one works. What do you put the hex on?
The librarian suit.
Okay, I'm just heads up on that one. I don't know how that's going to affect him.
I don't imagine I'm going to be using my suit or interacting with it.
But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. If it comes up, it comes up. But you're not hexed. So go ahead and roll 2d20 and take the higher, Cole. That's bad. That's fun. All right, let's go. Let's go. We can't change a 1. Nothing's going to change that 1. All right. What's that? Oh, shit. No. We take the 1.
It's a 9.
But whenever we see a 1, the 1 takes precedence. Whenever we see a 20, the 20 takes precedence.
It is
I
both
see.
a blessing or a curse.
I did not realize that was a thing.
Yeah, it was a little bit ago that we changed that. I don't think you ever roll 1s though, so you probably have never seen it.
I'm sorry I cursed you, Royce.
Okay. What is a...
Don't break his wrench again.
No, I'm not going to break his wrench. That's ridiculous. Royce, you were telling the librarian a story. Like, you told him how like, you had him be, like, how you wanted to be a warrior. Like, so the next roll, whoever makes the next roll is either a 1 or a 20. That's... Anyway, so you were telling him how you wanted to be, like, an adventure, and you ended up with this weird crew and stuff. Which ability would you say of yours? You know what? Like, on the page in front of you, or, you see a quill scratching down the story of when you first went on a grand adventure with the crew. When you faced that red cap, and you used thunderous word and pushed it back. And now, like, you see it roll up and, like, kind of like pocket handkerchief itself right into the librarian's pocket. And you don't remember thunderous word anymore.
Sweet.
Oh no.
You also don't remember that event happening.
Oh.
So the entirety of the first game is forgotten by Royce. Which is a shame, because he said, have you ever seen a frog fuck? And also dingus.
Oh no! That's the greatest
Hard
loss
to be
tonight.
removed now.
Even if one of us dies, that's the biggest loss.
Okay.
Crew aboard the submarine. Can we talk about the crew aboard the submarine real quick? You guys are invaded by a large number of paper soldiers that appear to be searching for any and all, like, written down information. They're also trying to, like... What? Are they programmed to say anything?
They're not programmed to say anything, but they're not actually concerned with written down information. They're concerned with individuals.
All right. So they're, like, trying to, like, get everybody into one room.
Yeah, trying to round people up.
What are they currently doing in front of us?
Oh, they're
in the worm.
Right now, I imagine you guys are all actively fighting them. They are swinging their swords, and when their swords hit, it it may not sound like metal, but like it feels like the weight, you know? The weight is right.
So glad that the library is no longer on the ship.
So I guess whose turn is it?
Whoever wants to go. Oh, go ahead.
Also, currently the librarian is just sitting there with his glass of wine, observing the conflict.
I would like. Oh, apparently we have help arriving, but also I would like Crabber to target the librarian, please.
And so Crabbit, Crabbit takes 3 turns to do his ability. So if this little like metal crab goes 3 turns without being stopped, it will stab you and do a lot of damage.
Yep. Are we able to put shields on Crabber?
It doesn't. It won't. Like if he gets affected, he goes flying. If he gets targeted, basically.
Okay, gotcha.
All right. So, we've got not help is on the way, but a useful NPC has arrived, and I know exactly who that is. So give me 1 second. That's a milk truck. That's not right.
No, I feel like that's the right vibe. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's also not the alpaca.
What?
I know. Oh, the librarian's wine glass broke. So we'll hold on to that thought. What is everybody doing? Like Crabbit's on his way.
Yes.
I would like to do a thing.
Sure. What you got?
Hold on, let me pull my thingy back up here. I would like to do command nature.
All right.
My goal is to have the plants pull the paper warriors away from us and like I don't know, bind them to the ceiling or something to where the plants are cometh from their origin.
This is gonna be a silly question. What plants?
There's plants everywhere, right? I mean, this isn't.
Ah, okay. All right,
Or
so
wait, here's a question: how much of the worm do we consider nature?
the worm is a sentient creature all on his own right.
Oh, it's sentient. Oh.
Okay. So, yeah, that's what I would like to do.
So yeah, go ahead and roll me a 2 20-siders, but also remember, magic sucks right now. Come on,
Thanks,
ones!
guys. Roll 2d20.
I love it! I love it so much! Okay.
Okay.
So, you see... Alright, this is what's gonna happen. You tell me how it looks, Librarian.
Okay.
What you see is T, reach up, and using, powers that you just, stare at it knew this all along. And it's you were ready for it. You knew that the gardener was gonna do this. So you had... Shit, it was supposed to be the heads or tails.
What?
Alright. You have to roll me 1d2.
Okay.
Yeah. Which one?
Okay, so I do it before, I hit the button?
Yeah. You tell me which number is heads, which number is tails. Heads is a 20.
Well, heads is I'm sorry, what?
Heads is a 20. So 1 is a 20. 2 is a 1.
Okay, but I'm rolling.
Maybe 1 should be a 1.
No!
Yeah.
But I'm rolling 1d2.
Yep. Wait, did we decide 1 is a 1? 1 is 1. All right.
Okay.
So you want 2.
I want 2. All right, so this is what we've agreed upon.
Yes.
Your sweet newborn baby Jesus. I don't know what I'm doing. Did it do a thing? Oh.
It stayed exactly as
On the
bad
bright
as it was.
side.
All right,
Lots of silver
so
lining there.
There's no way for it to get worse.
back to how I was. No, there is. Cole has
Oh.
already said that there's a way for it to get worse. He could play all or nothing.
Please no.
You sure could.
So, again, Librarian, here's how it's going. You were prepared for this. You knew that in this room, that the gardener could do nothing but be tempted by those vines to use them. But they were a trap the whole time. How are they a
God damn
trap, and how does it spring?
What was she trying to do? Because
I think she was trying to entangle you with the vines of those trees that she wasn't sure what are, but you know what they are.
The warrior, yeah, like I wanted to pull the warriors away from my party and pull them up towards like where the vines were coming from, so they were like bound and pulled out of play and like restricted.
Okay, so like, yeah, so I think what happens is the vines lower down and grab the soldiers, start to lift them up, but I anticipated this, so a flock of books come in at Mach speed, just cut right through the vines as they're swinging, and as a result, the soldiers fall on top of someone. Or I don't know if all of the soldiers were getting grabbed.
Yeah, that was my goal.
Wait.
Yeah, that was a goal, and she
Yeah.
got exactly one, so you could have each one of them fall on a different person and pin them down.
Oh,
if
that's the plan.
Okay,
God damn it.
everyone. So you each take an additional 2 damage,
My malevolent scheme is coming to fruition.
God.
and you are all pinned under a soldier each.
I'm gonna call out. Hey, look, Librarian, what? Can we talk for a second?
The time for talking is past.
Hey,
Now, all you have left to do is die with dignity.
I thought you wanted stories.
Yes, and you were unwilling to give them willingly.
That's
Hence,
not
I
true.
must take them by force.
That's not true. I was going to give my stories willingly. But
Regardless
you're
of
the one
if
who
that is
stopped
true or not, I've kind of already committed to this whole thing, so...
it. You can stop right now. You don't have to continue this.
Not particularly inclined in the current state of affairs to a ceasefire.
But you haven't been harmed.
No, I have not, and I will not.
You what did happen with the vine ability though is while she was initially starting it, it did knock your wine glass out of your hand and shatter on the floor because somebody played your wine glass broke card.
I look at it for a second, like it almost looks like a hail of frustration is coming over me, but then a book comes floating down with another wine glass on it.
What?
Always prepared.
Okay.
Every eventuality anticipated.
Would there be some type of story that would be worth you stopping?
Perhaps the story of 4 heroic fools who died attempting the impossible.
Oh wow, that's overdone. You are so exciting.
What can I say? I'm a fan of the classics.
Fucking love it. Ah.
Can I, well, I don't fucking know. When he's distracted, can I blink myself behind him instead of being underneath this thing? And then try and shoot him?
Or can you blink us all out of here?
I can teleport all of us out of here. But that doesn't get rid of the problem.
You would have to make a roll. Well, regardless of what you do, you're gonna have to make a roll.
Yeah, do I have to make a roll for blink or just
Most
attack?
certainly, you're pinned down.
Okay. Here we go.
Hex.
Who just hexed?
Hex the weapon.
I'm... Okay. Great.
Yeah, I mean, if your goal is to blink and attack him from behind, your weapon is in fact hexed.
Yep. This is fine.
Don't worry, it's not just the magic roll that's gonna be worse.
I don't
Alright.
even know if you're gonna
And
allow me
it's
to do
great
this.
because Twist of Fate is on right now. Here we go.
Yeah, so you're not looking for a 20.
Oh,
So
thank
14, alright, so that becomes a mixed success. And a tough choice. Your tough choice is, to get away, you gotta whip some of your flowers.
Oh.
Like, its foot is gonna be, like, standing right in your flowers. If you blink, part of them, like, the magic didn't work right, and instead of blinking, it made you move fast. Like, you're gonna be behind, you'll get behind the librarian.
If I leave flowers behind, I take damage.
You're gonna take 4 damage.
I have 4 HP, so I can't do that.
Don't recommend that one. Alternatively, like you're laying on your back, you realize that's gonna happen, and you can just make your attack on this knight.
I guess I'm attacking this knight, and it's, what, 2d20 and take the lower?
2d20, take the lower, unless it's a 20 or a 1.
Well-
But they stay. They have to stay.
Was I going to... Which weapon did you hex, Mr.
Whichever one you were
Paperman?
going to use is
Yeah.
what he hexed. And you don't know that the hex happened?
Okay. So, I guess that would in fact be the weapon in my hand. That's fair.
Yeah. But go for it. Oh, it's only 120-sider.
Fuck me. No,
But
you
no,
said
what-
it was take a disadvantage, remember?
Oh, yeah, and take the lower. So you both for it, so that's a failure.
Yep.
It's a fun failure. Don't worry about it.
Oh, what's with sturdy?
Flowers are stronger. I don't even know if I'm allowed to do that. I don't know. I'm panicking.
Oh, it's like, okay, you feel like that. Alright, they won't be ripped out in future. But, the roll was already made. So, what was the weapon you were gonna use? Like, were you just using your saber?
I think I was just gonna use my scissors because melee, so I wasn't. Yeah.
Okay. So, the scissors, you go to, like, shear off the leg of the paper knight standing on you, and he just casually slams his sword down and through your shoulder.
Ow! Hi, how much damage is that?
It's definitely another 4 damage.
So I'm down, guys.
So 4 or 4, like it didn't matter.
Yeah. Well, it's because it's a failure. It wasn't a tough
so
choice or
they're gonna
anything.
take, yeah.
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 To be fair, I said bosses do more damage, and all of this is the librarian doing this. Like,
Yeah.
but so these are minions. They're supposed to do 2. They're doing 4 because Cole's mean.
So, I'm at 0 HP unless someone is kind and would like to throw a shield on me before I take
discard.
that.
Red pill.
Also, question, but I understand that I'm deceased. Red pill, what is that?
On who? Cole, who you want that on? On yourself? Cole's muted.
No.
Hmm?
The flower lady.
Ah, the flower lady. Okay.
Well,
And
wasn't
I
that
would-
because it wasn't an attack? It was
That
the
wasn't an
effect
attack,
of me
it's that.
failing.
Yeah, that damage was a failure, but you could stop anything in the future.
What future? I'm unconscious and
future-
or dead.
I can heal you.
I understand that I'm a corpse, but question: since I didn't end up using blink, am I still using that AP?
Well, yeah, because the tough choice made you stop.
Okay,
you were,
okay, so-
you were
alright.
you were perfectly willing to use it.
All right, so I am at 0 HP. Good luck, everybody.
Also, the librarian, you are overconfident, is what the adjective a card gave you. I'm pretty sure
that-
you were that to begin with, but
Yeah, that's pretty on brand because I just threw out a shield card for the for T, I believe it was.
you wanted to stop some of that.
Yes, it is far too soon for this to be over.
Wait,
Yeah, so you're
what
at
is-
2. Anyway, so submarine crew, you guys just hear like the most like blasting bass, and fucking you see L and K come flying in the jewels and line up with the ship, and just like They scream, "Open your portholes!"
Collision played this
So,
card.
just real
Be
quick,
positives candy.
That shield get played on me, and then I also got an HP. Am I understanding that?
I'm using candy on myself.
I essentially like the librarian as like the blow that was going to bring you to 0 was about to be struck. The librarian raised a hand to indicate to the soldier, not quite yet.
Okay,
So K isn't off the battlefield.
So
No.
I have 4 HP. Again.
Yeah. Well, no,
Huh.
you have 6 because you got 2 heals and you only took 2 damage.
I thought
So-
the heals were halved.
Are these
Oh, yeah.
considered
Yeah, you're right.
minions?
You're right. These are considered minions, yes, not commoners. So if your ability says commoner, doesn't work. If it says minion, works.
Alright.
Now
That-
pick it up, you lot. I
Help
expected
already.
more from you all. This performance would make for a horrendous ending to an otherwise glorious tale.
Can you refund the second help arrives? Help has already arrived. Somebody played it earlier. And it was the jewels. LNK showed up. Also, the Manicore is somebody's character, and I can't make him do things when he's not here. So you guys are all pinned down pretty rough. And you're getting, like, waxed. So...
Can I use smite when I'm pinned down?
Oh, absolutely. You can use any of your abilities. You just gotta you gotta make the roll to get away from. Also,
Alright, well.
Cole played the overpower ability, so yeah, you can just throw one of these knights off of you and stand up. Whee!
Dust myself off. I hate this.
This isn't fun. Alright, well, I don't know whose turn it is, so.
Whoever wants to go.
I was gonna try to parlay, but I couldn't get the card. So I'm gonna attack him directly as much as I can. I'm gonna use Bedazzle. It costs 4. Oh, I'll copy it. It's cost 4 AP. I messed that up when I copy pasted. Apologies.
Yeah, okay.
Are we still double up, or there's a lot of?
We are not double up. We are twist of fate. The magic thing is the curse is no longer in effect, though, so your magic's fine again.
Oh,
So a success. What were you targeting with it? Okay.
What are the values for success and failure, by the way?
Success is anything above 11. Quest is really kids' gloves.
Okay. Got it.
And if you make rolls, it all works the exact same.
Alright, Bedazzle shoots 4 prismatic bolts that sparkle, and then I could direct each bolt toward, and I'm targeting the Librarian with all 4. And bolts each hit for 2 HP. If all 4 hit a single creature, the creature is affected by Mesmerize.
One second.
Well, I've only played one other one after the overpower. It's just the
He used the fighter ability to throw the paper.
Invoker wasn't on me.
Yeah, Invoker was Quarry playing enchanting his scimitar with.
I'm whirlwinding the knights that are on everyone else.
Excellent. So, Librarian, you take 8 damage.
Okay, so that's going through.
Yeah, the 14 means that is a success, and it's
Okay.
just
A book is gonna swoop down and block one of them.
a shield. Excellent. So you have taken 6.
Yes, I will. Nice. That's a 20.
Ooh, what's up?
Or my whirlwind.
Yeah, Twist of Fate's, yeah. So yeah, the 1 becomes a 20. And yeah,
Does that count for the bees candy thing?
no.
The I want candy.
No, that only works within, what's that? That's fair, okay.
So everyone regained, was it 2 AP or 1? I assume that also means the boss.
So, you turn all of these right into confetti. However you want that whirlwind to look, like you just shred, like, his paper knights.
I spin to win with my wrench.
Besh just, like, hops down and just, like, walking back and forth on the desk, very, like, dizzy, and just falls over.
Oh,
Mustache askew.
he grew that mustache. They grew their mustache.
You're
Don't you tell me what they did.
Try my patience. Gonna throw out a card. Yeah.
What does your backup look like?
Yeah, yet more of the books swarming above are going to descend down into yet more soldiers. And that was Royce that did that crazy thing that killed a bunch of them?
Yep.
Okay. Then Royce is also getting I will hex that wrench.
How many hexes did you end up with?
God,
That's a fair question.
That's a question. Can I?
What is going on in chat here? Like, what's Allura talking about?
It's his enemy. Oh.
I'm impressed with the rules lawyering of it. But
remember that this will be used against us in the future.
I wouldn't worry about it being used against. It's against the spirit of the card. Like, do we follow the spirit of the card, or do we follow, like, what I wrote on the card?
DM.
By what card? Nobody's hit, like, backup has never been played.
I've played it.
Yeah.
I played backup during a honey heist, but I don't think that fully applies here.
Royce is gonna drop his wrench and get into a bare knuckle stance.
The second I'm allowed to cast again, I want to cast again.
Alright, Royce, if you want to square up with the Librarian, by all means, go ahead and make those rolls.
Well, I was gonna do a thing.
Sure, go for it. Oh, I made him big again. It's just one giant knight arrives.
Oh no, you made him sexier.
When you did the tornado, did that get the thing off of me?
It killed them all, so I hope they're gone.
Okay, so I'm standing the fuck back up.
I'd like to shoot myself full of AP real quick.
Alright.
At least attempt to.
What's the lips card?
I need 2 more.
Apparently the Librarian is going to monologue now.
I mean, he does have that confidence played still, right? The two.
Oh, the exact wording is Librarian explains how the suit pocket made Royce's memory disappear.
Oh, I can tell you right now, it had nothing to do with the suit pocket. But that's just where he, like, is keeping it for now. Royce telling the story is... And, like, it's, feeling a connection to it pulled it loose. Like Royce, you can feel the memory, for, like, as though a part of yourself is in his suit pocket. Like... Nice and close to where a human's heart might be.
All right, I'm going to.
It's almost like you know that there's something intrinsic to you that's missing, but you don't actually remember what you can't remember.
Like when you go to the grocery store and you've forgotten something, and you know you've forgotten it, and you're gonna leave without it. It's
I'm
that
gonna
feeling.
honor part of
I'm gonna limit break.
Oh shit.
What do you mean you're gonna limit break?
I'm going to limit break
Oh.
using the fighter legendary ability. Limit break. And I'm gonna mark the librarian and begin a relentless assault on them.
Okay, because you single-handedly route all nearby minions that you can.
Oh no, I'm not using that one.
Okay, which one are we doing here?
I mark an enemy and begin
Okay.
a relentless assault on them.
You automatically make 3 successful basic attack on them. You may continue making basic attacks on them until you roll lower than a success.
But can I ask a quick question?
Sure.
So I have an ability that lets me add flames, Fiery Avenger, to a weapon. Can I use it on somebody else's weapons?
He's punching with his bare hands. I'll let you do it.
like on his
but-
gloves, right? Because he's got like pew, pew, pew.
I'm looking at this picture.
I will take damage. I do not care.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, I would like to do the thing.
All right, so like T's eyes light up and like weird like fireflies fly around and land on Royce's knuckles and burst into flames.
Ow.
But like you take 2 damage, nothing bad, only because it's harder. I probably would have let it fly if it wasn't harder. So like you're at him and you get 3 attacks. So is it 2, 4, 6? But we'll make that times double because of the fire. So the librarian, this fucking weird blue dwarf just ran up on you and just started socking you in the face. And he's hit you for 12. And now you get to start making rolls until you fail a roll.
Wait,
Mine's double up. Okay, cool.
can I smite the dwarf?
Not the dwarf is Royce.
Oh,
I'm a
well, wait.
dwarf.
Oh, you're talking to. I'm sorry.
I was
thought there
talking
was, like,
to the
another.
librarian.
Just kidding. I'm gonna mind my own beeswax.
Okay, so now you've taken 14.
Okay.
And he already took 6 from before.
Took 4 from before. He used the shield.
Oh,
And that 1 stops it. So-
I hate that so much.
As he goes in for it is the only way I could counter. If we had double up all the time, we would never stop, like, succeeding. Oh, 1 second. Let me get back to the game real quick. Alright.
did you say all but 1 hit that I sent? Because that would still be 6, because I sent 4 and each one does.
Oh, yeah, he took 6. Sorry, that's fine. So you took 14, and then he rolled the 1. So, what is your counter attack? Like, he's beaten you to the ground. Like he's straddled on top of you. So he's punching. At least I expect. How did you think that attack went, Royce? Is that what you were aiming for? Knock him down, keep pummeling him in the face?
That or it's like Metal Gear Rising and it's versus Armstrong, just punching. If anybody gets that reference.
I do.
Somebody used the card sniped on the librarian?
I don't know how to, like, make this a little bit more clear. You guys on the ship are in danger. You guys on the ship, like, nobody's, like, said, like, what the... I think Clementine said what they might be doing to, like, protect themselves, but you guys are being attacked by the same paper knights. Like, yeah, like, L and K are, like, mowing them down, and, the captain's setting up a cloud call attack.
So he got a 1, which means I get to describe a bad thing.
You get to describe a catastrophe.
All right.
Oh no.
And
Okay.
again, I need to make this clear for everybody, like, listening and playing. Because the making it harder card was played, like, heat things up, he can do basically whatever he wants here.
So what's gonna happen? So he's doing his furious fist assault, and he's like attacking me and throwing these fists, and he's like kind of pressing me back. And as he steps forward to keep attacking, very suddenly a single book flies underneath his foot and causes him to step on it. It retracts. He slips and falls forward. And then I, reeling back from the attack, insolent whelp! And I'm going to draw my quill blade, and I'm going to try and impale him with it.
Professor Winter... No, not Professor Winter. Who played that card? Cole. Okay. So, like, the amount of damage that you're going to do to Cole, you're going to take back in response.
All right.
So, because that's what cross counter does.
I'm ready to die.
Yeah, he does 6 damage? Wait, no, it's a 1, so it's a catastrophe, so it doubles the damage.
Oh no.
I don't want to do 12. 12 seems high, but 6 is the same. It's all the same, right? No, we stick to it.
How much HP does he even have left?
Not enough to survive a 12 damage thing.
How many shields can we put on him?
I don't even think I have any cards. Do I have any cards? I don't think I have cards. I've got nothing.
So, Cole, you
Let
get
me ask
run.
this question.
Yeah?
We just dropped to 0 in this game, right?
Yeah, you don't die immediately.
Oh yeah, so I'll be alive no matter how much damage you deal to me.
Yeah. You drop to 0, you don't go negative.
Well,
You
I
got
used my
raped.
legendary-
I saw.
Yeah.
So yeah. I don't think he wants it, Professor Winter. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's fine.
So yeah, the sword goes through, and he doesn't want to make a... He has a plan. Like, the sword goes through, and, like, it goes into Royce, and then you see it come out the back of the librarian. And just, like Royce... I don't know, what's your facial expression as you enter Wraith?
I grin like a madman.
So, Wraith, here we go. You guys ready for what the legendary ability Wraith does? You become a Wraith, a creature between two worlds. Now, whenever you have 0 HP, you may instantaneously become ethereal. You appear translucent and ghostly while ethereal. You are still visible to others. Your ethereal form has the maximum of 0 HP and cannot be healed. You are immune to all physical, non-magical harm while in this form. Bad news about that. However, magical hits do double damage while ethereal, and taking damage can still kill you. You may revert back to your normal form at any time during your turn, but you cannot change this form to avoid damage from the immediately being hit. So, like, the body falls to the ground, and now there's just a ghost of that dwarf, glowing silver, just like glowing, just like fucking like bioluminescently blue. Also, like, an ethereal version of his, like, wrench is there, too? That's wild.
So, question. So, okay. so how this functionally works is his body dies, kind of. So how is this going to interact? Because okay, so what happens on my end is I impale him with the quill and kind of just with like one hand raise him above the ground until he's like, you know, like 4 feet off the ground, and as like the blood runs down the quill and just slicks the ground, I toss him off the blade and then outstretch it towards a book that floats up and then opens next to me. And as I touch the blade to the book, all of the blood slides up and onto the page and forms words and text. And then the book slams shut and starts floating around me. So if I basically killed him with this attack, how much of him am I taking?
Okay.
As far as I know it like converts your physical form into just an ethereal one.
Does it? Okay. Is that how it does?
Because it doesn't say like you disappear, like your body stays behind. You literally just become completely translucent.
Okay, but the blood thing still totally happens. Like the corpse doesn't go flying, like you would just wanted it to. But you do have all of the like.
Does he go like Obi-Wan? Does he become one with the Force?
He's 100% Obi-Wan right now. But he also hit you in the face for 12 damage. At the same, like, his ghost form, like, in a moment of confusion, bashes your head with this fucking ethereal wrench. At least that's how I'm picturing it. How do you picture it?
That seems about right.
Seems about right.
Okay. So, like, your head's, like, ringing from this, like, suddenly this ghost, but you do have a book that... This is wild.
So the question is, he might still exist as a ghost, but how much of him is left?
I think what you just did was you made a copy of a story. Another first for you. Like, another, like, new thing that because of this group. It's just like, maybe it'd be more... Maybe for the future, this Wraith ability could come in very handy for you. Like, you could just copy people. Like, take the
Royce
story...
has an evil twin brother.
the dark
Has to have a
Royce.
goatee, though. Has to have a goatee.
So...
The mustache's points.
I did Deadeye, and also, has Crabbert reached the time for Crabberting?
They definitely got, like, hit once. He definitely got hit once. So... Yeah, you can roll for Crabbert.
Okay. Alright, so double up is still active. Also,
let me put it...
Deadeye.
Where is my...
I think Deadeye automatically hits... There's two there's the 0 Deadeye and then there's the 3 AP Deadeye. I was...
Sorry, what are you asking me?
Deadeye, I also did that.
Yes, but, like, you just said that there were two different versions of it, and then did not tell me what you were doing.
There's the 3 AP version of it, where it's you automatically get a triumph with a ranged weapon on nearby. Like, the whole thing is, when you roll a 20 with a ranged weapon, you can name a specific limb on a creature to hit with a projectile. The limb becomes disabled and cannot be used until it's restored by a healer. With the 3 AP version is you automatically get a triumph on that when you hit them.
Okay, were you using the 3 AP version?
I used a card.
If you use the scroll for it, you only get the 0 one.
Okay, alright. So I will have to roll for both of these. Alright. Crabbert first.
Ooh, nice.
So Crabbert got an 18.
Okay, so... Librarian, can you roll me 2 20-siders, please?
Yeah. But...
Okay, so you have, like, since you have all of these soldiers, you can sacrifice. You would have to sacrifice at least 3 of them to stop Crabbit from getting to you. He's gonna, like, this little, like, mechanical crab. I'll show you what Crabbit looks like. Is going to slice through your soldiers, like the paper.
Okay.
But like you can stop. Like this thing is gonna hurt. Like you can tell that it would hurt.
All right. Yeah. That seems prudent.
It's a 1. The Crabbit is a 1. Oh no, Nick's roll is 1. Okay. So. Excellent. So yeah, it looks like just Crabbit gets to you, man. Bad news. You were unable to stop it.
I do not remember how much damage Crabbert does.
8.
Okay. Alright, and then I'm gonna roll for
I'm gonna throw a shield out to soak some of that up.
Is that 8 doubled to 16?
What's that? Oh no,
Okay. Hold on, let me look at how that card worked again. So I guess, does this...
it's not gonna instantly kill him. I'll tell you that right now.
Well, no, when you roll the 20, basically is it saying, like, if I'm using a ranged weapon, if I roll a 20 from now on, it will work? Is that what it's saying?
Your next attack, I think, if it's a 20. Or it might be like if you do roll it, but
It says whenever you roll a 20.
yeah, sure then.
Okay, so let's see. I got a 5 and a 7.
Huh.
Either of those hit.
God no.
Didn't
Unless-
think so.
Absolutely not. Librarian, you're feeling a little winded by now.
I would like to cast another bedazzle.
No, hold on. Chill.
Oh, okay.
We gotta finish her stuff. We haven't got the 5 or the 7 done.
Oh, I thought those were.
Oh,
Yeah,
just
you-
because the tough choices doesn't... I haven't given the tough choice yet.
They're gonna be bad,
Oh,
though.
hold
I'm
up.
scared.
He enjoys this too much.
I can tell. Yes.
Okay, Librarian, you do get shot. You take an additional 4 damage.
Okay. Did my shield go through?
Oh, sorry, yeah, so...
2 damage.
So, yep.
Also, with the number of cards flying around, this is some fucking Calvin ball.
Alright, yeah, Clackles did, okay. Alright, so it looks like you're taking that 4.
Okay.
Wait, where did the shield go?
Onto Crabbert.
Oh. I thought Crabber
No,
had
they're-
like the one
Damage
attack
is
and
not
then he was
doubled.
done.
Damage from the Librarian is increased. Damage is not
Yeah.
doubled.
Librarian hurts.
Like, the game is harder for you guys. It's not harder for him.
Does
At this point, I'm going to throw out another card.
So Crabbert attacked. I thought Crabbert had like the one attack and then like self-destructed.
Yeah. He attacks
Crap.
and he's gone.
Okay, that's what I thought. So if that's the case, then the shield would not have gone onto Crabbert, would it?
It could have gone anywhere. I'm perfectly fine with it going on to Crabbit because it's not like it can block. It doesn't block the next damage you take. It blocks that
That's fair.
damage.
Tengu, why?
The hardest choice. Also, back up again. Jesus Christ, you have too many of those cards. No, it's fine. Because everybody's playing cards against you. So yeah.
I will not be bested by this gaggle of weaklings, imbeciles, and vagabonds. And like all these soldiers, more start fluttering down, unfolding, and these new ones seem to be intent on restraining people and preventing them from doing, all the things that have been hurting me.
At least
hurting.
I'm not a
Right.
walking piece of toilet paper
So-
living in an anus of a worm.
What was that, T?
I wanted
An
to cast
uncouth
Smite,
but
though,
accurate description.
like, a while back.
You did what now?
Before.
Sorry.
I wanted to cast Smite a long
Oh, yeah,
time
sure.
ago. Sick. So I'd like to cast that, please. On
Absolutely.
obviously the librarian.
2d6. Look out for getting a tough choice, because that
Okay. So slash roll 2d6.
Oh, not
Okay.
2d6. I'm sorry, 2d20. My bad. What did I tell
Oh,
you that for?
Okay. Slash roll 2d20.
16.
Okay. Second here. I have to read what Smite does exactly. Oh, what did I type? Slash Smite? That doesn't work. Okay, speak a word or phrase. What's the word or phrase?
I got mine written down.
You should quote what Seth just said.
Oh no, I don't know what Seth just said. What is it in chat? I don't know what's going on anymore. I'm a little lost. Oh.
I said, at least we're not a piece of walking toilet paper and living in the anus of a worm.
Be gone, anus paper. I don't know.
So toilet paper, alright. Yeah.
Toilet paper.
Toilet paper, that's so yesterday. It's anus paper now.
Anus paper. Sphincter sheet.
Jesus.
Alright, so yeah, you engulf the library in just flames. Just like this pillar of flames comes down.
Okay.
And it's just like you guys see it, like it engulfs the nearby warriors as well. It's just like it's so blinding for you all. And it's just like Cole,
took a
you
step back.
feel like your memory in his pocket burn.
Oh shit.
Oh
No.
no! Cole's twin book is also flying around over there.
I'm ready to keep fighting.
I'm ready to cast too.
And it's just like it is just like a chorus of flame. It's just like pumping down and just like burning away the books behind you. And the librarian.
I gotta run away.
How are my soldiers doing?
Oh, bad, real bad.
Are they
How-
still up?
They
How close am I?
two of them, the two with the shields right in front of you, are trying their best to like just put their shields above you as this pillar of flame that keeps pounding down, and they're doing everything they can to protect you, but they are turning to ash quite quickly as the gardener stares at you with like fiery eyes.
All right. Quick question before I do my turn. All right. Who is the closest to me that isn't a ghost?
I'm going to guess K is the closest to you that's not a ghost.
I'm
Is it-
trying to run. Like, the moment that I saw fire, I was running.
All right. I'll let who's. Yeah, if you're
Take
already
me.
running.
I volunteer as tribute.
I am paper. I am very flammable.
You know, actually, I think I'm gonna go for who is names T.
T. That's me. I'm
T.
T.
So I'm going to yeah. So as my soldiers and my library burns around me, I'm gonna say, you may have delayed your fate this day, but I will not leave before exacting my toll. And I'm gonna stride up to K, and I'm gonna discard.
Or no, to me.
Or
To
not,
K.
yeah,
To me.
to
T.
T.
To T.
Yes. Then stride up to T, And disregarding my blade, I'm just going to take my offhand, angle it into a point, and then thrust that into your chest.
One 20-sider for me.
Okay. Him or me?
Him, the attacker.
Okay. Son of a bitch. So,
So,
how does that work?
So I'm going to just thrust it
Someone played a.
into your chest. Oh, what does that mean?
That means it turned into a 1.
Uh-oh.
Hell yeah. Who has my back? I love you. I want to know that. Sir Clackles.
Warlord just played a card after.
Yeah, the category down is unnecessary, and the second category end that they know. So yeah, you go to lunge your sword into. You lunge your hand into T, and like it goes completely through her. Like your hand comes out the other side, but there's no hole. Just a bunch of fabric moved away, and then you just see T's eyes just like. Oh, sorry. I feel like you see T's eyes just burst into flames. Like they were fiery before when she used Fiery Avenger. They were fiery when she used Smite, but now there's literally like smoke, but like smoke and flames crawling out of her eyes. Literally, like almost like insect light crawling out of her eyes as your arm burns off completely.
Do I get to like retaliate? Or is this his retaliation to my attack? Like, how does that work?
I was thinking that was going to be your retaliation, but if you would like something other than the... I do love taking arms.
Wait. Hold on. Hold on. Let me fact check what I'm about to do before I do it, because I don't want to sound like a complete dingus, but sure. I tend to be a dingus. I want to use Compel Truth if I can.
Sure, go for it. Like, roll me a 20-sider, though, to see if, like...
Okay. Hold on, let me get out of this. Go over here, just one.
Yep, just one 20-sider. Wait, double up's not effect anymore.
D20. Yep. I'm sure I have a card to fix this. Hold on. I don't know what that card would look like, though, because I'm seriously new to cards. I'm raising my hand in real life, and I want you to know that I was doing that because I have no idea why.
I'll help you out.
Cool. Thank you so much. I need to learn more about this thing. I promise to study up. I would. Triumph. All right.
Compel Truth. All right, so you look into the eyes. Your eyes glow like a blue flame as you look directly into their eyes of a nearby creature and grip their mind. On a 20, your target is compelled to answer all questions truthfully for the next 5 minutes. You may set a real-world timer.
Dingus. Okay. Leo Levin played this card.
How did you really get this worm?
I heard him say the thing. D.
I stole it. Found it by will so that I can enact my grand design.
Oh my god, you're so good at this. Okay, sorry. Please.
What is this? What is this witchcraft?
How do you control it?
I control it through blood magic. How are you doing this?
I'm
going.
How do
Can I physically resist?
Oh yeah, we can.
And can I like? Is this like a protracted thing?
5 minutes.
All right. Can I just? I'm still like able to control myself like physically though, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Just everything you say to T has to be true.
Oh, is it? Am I not being compelled or?
You're being compelled to tell the truth, but you are not being like held.
Okay. Right.
So how do I ask him to like get his? How do I get that information on blood magic, or do I already know it?
Play the card.
Cool.
Oh wait, what?
Bye.
Oh. No.
So I'm going to with my just burnt off and still smoldering like stump of an arm. I'm going to
Aw, fuck
flee
that.
backwards. And is something being done in response?
Can we
I
stop this?
really
I don't-
want-
That you can't. We
You
can't
can't
do
stop
anything
escape
about
plan.
that card.
I am. So as I back up from this, books fly underneath my feet and kind of cycle in and out, like flitting under a foot, letting me place it on, and then kind of ad hoc staircase is being like constructed and dismantled as I back up and then flee upwards to a balcony.
One
above
second.
But
us.
before he,
I have a question. The coal book that he made, is it burned?
yeah.
Yeah, it's burnt to ash.
Okay, just making sure that he wasn't about to run off with it. We're good.
Oh,
So can
like,
I can shout at him. Tell me the magic to control this worm. And
Magic is mine, and none others. And soldiers, delay them.
You
I mean,
said we
shit,
can
he told me true.
punish him. I would like to try to punish him, not through physical damage. May I use fear?
I mean, you could certainly make that roll.
Does he still have a bunch of guards down here?
He does.
And I do want to change that, so give me just a second.
I believe you can't change it because Nick is lowering that roll right now.
Ah, damn.
The librarian is already called lowering that roll.
Oh, this is gonna be really bad.
Oh, and look at the hardest choices going on.
If
Oh,
I
middle of-
use- Oh no, sorry. Go ahead.
Middle
Fear
of the road.
has a special.
that-
Tengu got it in.
Here's the fun thing: a 10 is exactly the same. It's still a tough choice, and we have the hardest choice going on.
And the thing is, with fear, it doesn't work that way. With fear,
Yeah.
there are special rules for it.
Fear's its
Yeah,
own.
I had actually a card ready to play as I was getting ready to cast that to make it where it wouldn't be lowered. Had it ready. Didn't press fast enough.
I'm attempting the whirlwind the rest of the guards that are near us.
Okay, so on a 6 to 10, you learn the creature's worst fear. They reject you from their mind before you conjure the fear.
Oh, that's
Um,
not too bad then.
But also, we have the hardest choice. So, librarian, what's your worst fear?
I would say fear. That's a good question.
I was gonna guess he didn't have one, but
Yeah, that seems.
being forgotten also.
Dementia.
I mean, wouldn't burning be a thing that is scary to him?
He's not exactly paper. He's more leaf than paper. It just looks like paper.
He
So he is
fears.
similar to me.
He fears that he will fail.
So instead of it burning up, the note from his pocket does like fall out of his pocket, and it's now like that's what like something has fallen. Because
Does-
what, made something.
Sorry.
Okay.
Well, does Kay or I notice that it's falling because we?
Yeah, you guys
clearly
can
know-
grab it real quick. like-
Okay, so we like.
But you guys are trying to be ushered out by the guards as this place is filling up with. Is this filling up with stomach acid? You said.
So he, as he ascends the staircase and disappears beyond the balcony. The guards are rushing forward. They're not trying to attack you guys right now. They're trying to delay you and forestall your movements, preventing you from pursuing the librarian and escaping. As suddenly there's this huge wrenching motion in the room and in the entire structure, and a rumbling, and soon holes start getting punched in the wood paneled posh sides of the library, and gouts of boiling acid start rushing in from all directions.
Just kill me.
So do I?
Why did Cole just roll a 1? Wait.
For my whirlwind ability.
Oh, that's real bad news, isn't it?
Oh, dear.
I'm actually not sure. I get disarmed. And then I spin wildly until I feel sick, and an enemy disarms me. I don't have a weapon in my hand right now, so...
Yeah, you know what that means?
Oh!
I'm gonna disarm you.
Is that a physical thing?
That's your arm.
Right.
Hold on. I'm gonna use the fucking healer card. Grab your arm so I can heal you after the fight.
Well, here's the thing. I'm like a wraith right now.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Right.
So, wait, you can't get your arm cut off as a ghost. What's the worst that Oh, you can't actually hit things as a ghost, though, either, can you?
Well, I'm not, like, a ghost.
No, you're a weird wraith. Yeah.
Yeah. It says it's not, like, damage, all physical harm. So, however
Honestly,
you want to work with
critical
that.
failure for him being a wraith right now is him actually dying, so let's not do that. Oh, he did have a wraith wrench.
He did have a wraith wrench.
I'm also ready to leave.
Yeah, so as you like cast the as you swing your wrench around, you are like slamming these knights back, and you just one extra swing, and you didn't see it. It's just weird. It just looked like some random lantern hanging from like a peg on the wall, and just like you hit it, and then like Royce, you've completely forgotten how you made the ship. Completely. Like,
Oh no.
the information, like, you know the sub exists. You don't know how it works anymore.
But there's somebody there who does.
Then you see one of the knights that goes flying back into the wall from the thing grab onto the lantern that you hit, and he whips it up, and the librarian just like one-handed, because that's all he's got, catches it at the top of his stairs. An escape plan. He's out.
And we can't even
Yeah, to get some like magical stuff. I'll give you guys your magical stuff once we get out of here.
Yeah, I figure a yoink can't be used against a crit fail anyway.
No, he said yoink card could grab. Maybe Seth grabbed a nice looking book on the way out. So. Go ahead.
Can I ask? I'm sorry, this is a question because I just don't know. If I used an invoker class card, I mean, what would I be able to do with that?
Any
in
invoker class
can
that's
use
not
any-
legendary.
Yeah. And whatever the lowest version of the spell is, if there's more than one.
Oh.
Did you have a particular thing that you had in mind in doing? We can do it.
I'm grasping here. I'm trying
No,
to
just
figure
grasp.
out how I want T to be able to know which book would be able to give her the magic to control the worm. But that's a lot.
That's a
So,
lot, and it's too
yeah.
much based on the like. I know what that book is, but he has an escape plan. So, and you guys didn't make it in there. Like I could tell you where exactly that is. You guys
But it's
haven't
on
made
him,
it.
isn't it?
It's in his office, but you guys didn't make it here.
Mm.
But look how pretty the office is. But you guys didn't make it here.
Oh, the office is really pretty.
The problem with trying to destroy this whole place, as we are with the fire, is that all of this knowledge is just gone if we destroy it.
And you're saying that T doesn't already have the knowledge to control this worm.
No, definitely not. Like, this is an aberration even for T. Like, T's upset because it's so fucking weird. Like, this should not be this side. Also, Cole has, like, played escape plan himself, so you guys don't have to make any rolls to get out of here.
Okay.
Which might be a good idea because all of this, like, stomach acid is pouring in. And it's hot.
Yeah.
But I won't make you guys make any rolls for that. But as you guys do, like, go back out through the sphincter, like, the communications go back up, and all you hear is basically the alarms from, like, Star Trek going off, and you see out the windows,
Yeah.
like, you see out the windows the Jules is out there, and the Jules is, like, LP and KM's, like, ship. And at this time, the weird creature is unraveling. And, like, so this is happening. And also, crew inside the ship, let's start making your rolls to see how you guys did.
Oh, no.
Like, how are you guys doing with the fight? I saw Clementine was doing stuff. I saw the captain was doing stuff. I saw Not Forgiven was doing stuff. I saw... Excellent. The toughest choice. The hardest choices. What it's actually called.
I'll bump it up one. It'll give me a minute. I'll bump it up again. Yeah. Forgiving knows what I'm doing. Yeah, Warlord, you got it too. You can't let the captain fail.
Who's muted?
No, evidently I was muted. I don't know when that happened.
Look at the captain sitting next to the librarian.
Good friends.
Alright, so it does appear that, like... you guys are, like, all just making that a 20. Excellent. So,
I don't know if they're going that far, but maybe they are. It's a lot to make it a 20. You could have just made it, like, a regular success. It would have been alright.
You act like we have any other uses for the our baby bird cards.
That's fair. That is extremely fair.
Yeah, you guys like to swing wildly with those, so you end up with, like, ones. Alright, so...
Oh, mine hasn't even popped up yet.
You do see... They, shit. Yeah, the engine room is currently under attack by these soldiers. Like, they are single-minded with a goal, and that goal is destroy your ship. Oh, I can actually move you guys to the engine room. You guys want to see it? It's funny. Oh, hold on. Let me make that knight small again, because instead of, like, small, he decided to be huge. Alright, okay, so I guess they're gonna, like, they probably made it a 20 at this point, right?
16, I think.
But, okay, yeah, that's fine. What does it look like? What were you doing?
So I was using Cloud Call to put, like, moisture in the air around all of the paper soldiers, and then using, Shock to basically do chain lightning.
Excellent, yeah, you, like, burst a whole hallway full of them just into confetti and, like, flaming just shit. And, like, who else was doing something? Like, do you want to roll for Clem? I think they were, like, acid burning people. I guess we're just rolling to see if you guys get ones at this point, because you guys are going to make everything a success.
17.
Excellent. So, Clementine is successfully, like, burning the shit out of these things with acid. Can you roll for Cam and LP, because they were outside helping? Those are the two that showed up. Because you guys are traveling in their space, and they think it's weird.
So I'm rolling for them.
Yes.
14?
Excellent. good news, they're not crew. But yeah, 14, like, they are sniping through your open portholes and just fucking, like, headshotting these things. What does it look like when the library moves?
Gross.
I think because it's kind of in the process of devouring itself, so there's no real front to it. So it just kind of undulates and bends in a direction, and just starts slowly drifting as whatever this multiverse's equivalent of hyperdrive or whatever is starts revving up.
All right, yeah, and like that's what you guys see. Like, it's like glowing with all of that magical light. Okay, so can you roll for...
but before I dip, so one of the soldiers in your guys' ship that's just ruined with acid and fire, but still kind of together and lying limp, it starts to twitch and kind of wrench its limbs in unnatural motions when the mouth of it opens, and without even the lips aren't moving, but the mouth is from the open mouth comes the librarian's voice. This is not the last you will see of me. I will enact my plan. I will have my vengeance. All worlds will tremble, and I will bear witness to your story's end.
Shivers.
He has played escape plan. He has to escape. Like, he gets away from you guys regardless of what you do right here.
I have a question.
Doesn't mean that we can't still make it harder on him, make it easier to
Like,
catch up to him later.
What Lurid would do would just, well, I don't even think it has blood.
Well, that
Now-
I don't know. I was talking about
yeah.
the bombards.
Oh, the bombards are fine.
I have to wonder, the spell Restore returns the creature to their normal state. Is this the normal state for the library worm?
How would you know?
That's an interesting take.
That would be...
He did say the blood magic was used to control the worm. That
He did
is
say that.
Yeah.
But is that, like, this, its blood or your blood?
And would its normal state be the size of a worm normally?
Yeah, because
Like
like,
an inchworm.
literally all I have to do is touch it, but I can't be in combat, so I don't know how...
Oh, you're almost certainly in combat now.
I think we're running, but,
It doesn't take you out of combat.
Hold on. I'm just trying
Turning
to figure...
around doesn't stop a fight.
I'm just trying to figure if there's a way we can manage to pull that off before...
I'll give you, like, all the spoilers in the
spaces
world right
out.
now. This is its size. It is not
Okay.
magically increased.
What?
That
It's just
fucking
very
wild.
strong. I
Son
keep
of a bitch.
it's just anomalous. It's just... And he was telling the truth.
Okay, well, that's fun. Back to the use of Restore in another way. Am I able to just use Heal on Royce to get him back out of Wraith form, or do I need to use Restore?
You can just heal me, and then I can.
Because
go
it
back
does
and
say I
run.
have to embrace you for either of these, and
That
I
means
don't.
you gotta kiss him on the mouth.
You
I mean-
should be able to touch.
I don't
me.
have a mouth.
Yeah, Kay doesn't have a mouth.
Well, you're screwed then. Sorry.
But yeah, basically, like, one is restoring their normal state, the other one is just, like, healing, but it doesn't do anything about short-term impairments and stuff like that, so I just want to know which one I need to play.
I could technically heal myself,
Oh, I mean, okay.
but I mean, I'm not gonna turn you away.
Butterfly kisses. Jesus.
Twirls hair.
All right. Can you just give me what? We'll get another. Let's get 20-sided for all these bombards going on.
Oh, Jesus.
Tank Gemini played this card. Stink flower, he just needs one of these tasty treats.
Oh, you want me to roll?
If you give him a stink flower, if you give that parasite a stink flower, it's just gonna vom everywhere.
Wait, did he really?
But would it get all the bile
It
out
just
of its
needs one of
stomach so
these
it's
tasty
no
treats.
longer...
As someone who doesn't have a gallbladder, let that thing throw up all its bile. It'll feel so much better.
But would it not, like, eat away at all the
Shit.
books
Not
and
a good
stories?
Roll. It's not a
and-
not a good roll for the bombards.
I'm gonna play cards here.
Hey Talon, you remember how the cannons kept being destroyed?
It's not a 1.
It's not a 1, it's just a failure.
It was a 2 for Lurid.
Quick question: if I were to lower that, would it become a 1?
Sure would.
Okay, I do that.
And we can't adjust ones. Once they're
No.
ones, they're stuck.
Sorry about your cannons, Talon.
Sorry about
No.
your cannons, Talon.
No. I'm not adjusting the roll, but I'm gonna ignore negative effects to the ship.
So it's negative effects to the people on the like what?
I like this. Here's the cannon. Oh, here's the cannon for it.
Here's our new cannon.
So, the bombards are lining themselves up. You guys are fucking ready. Everybody's like mounted on their cannons. Like Akana, I don't even know if Akana's in the chat, but Akana's like hand out one of the portholes, like death hand ready to go. You got Zachna with a sniper rifle. You got Valentina. You got Isaac. Everybody's ready to go. Warlord's just like, not Warlord, Talon's just like, everybody fire situation. And just as you do that, just as Korzapa's about to drop their hand for the fire, you guys see the fact that the world is gonna like shift, and like this weird creature is going to like has clogged up your cannons. If you fire right now, they are going to explode. And Royce, despite the fact that he does not remember how the ship functions, can see it. Remaining in his wraith form, he sees that future right now. He sees that it's about to happen, that you guys are going to blow the ship up again. With all of your cannons.
If I use a triumph card, will that change this?
You can't change the 1.
I can't change.
It was
No,
turned.
one-
It was, a card turned it into a 1, so it can't be changed. You can't play more than
Okay.
one card, or yeah.
Oh,
more than one
I
card.
see. Okay.
Like,
Okay.
Baby Bird would work, except for it got turned into a 1. And once it's a 1, it's locked in as a 1.
What are you doing to me ship?
Oh no.
So, here's what I think happened. And stop me if you don't like it, Royce. Your memory of the thunderous word happens all at once. Like, you know how to do it. And in your wraith form, you basically scream for everybody to stop to protect the ship. And you knock the entire crew flat on their butts. It's not going to do damage to you guys, don't worry. I'm not going to, like, further hurt you. But everybody's just, like, knocked down. And, like, you guys didn't see the reality where you just blew the ship up again. But Royce did. And in that moment, you see the library, like, just squelch out of this, like, you don't see it anymore. It just kind of squeezes itself and undulates in such a weird body horror situation. Oh, go ahead.
It completes its eating itself. And just
Are we off
goes
of
into
it?
a point.
Oh, you guys are completely off it. You guys are back on the ship. Escape
Okay.
plan.
Yeah, that sounds right. I just yell at everybody to just stop what they're doing. And they go flat, and I'm just a ghostly Royce. That's not scary for anybody, I'm sure.
I have played a heal card for whenever I can heal you. Unfortunately, it's only half of your HP instead of your full HP because cards.
So yeah, you guys are now just like floating around space. The library is gone.
So, there was no way to save the library and the stories from that world. Like, that world was fucked.
It's not destroyed. Or you wanted to know how to like protect that world, or like get...
yeah.
Books inside are pretty fucked.
I mean,
then-
the stomach acid.
Acid,
Yeah.
there.
Is the
If
most
the books
depressing
are
thing out of
fucked,
this.
then all of that knowledge is just gone.
Yep.
I'm gonna do the roll for communications just for the flavor.
Sure.
Say la vie.
19.
Oh.
And what were they trying to do with communications?
Baby bird.
That's a question for Twy. It's a 20.
Yeah, you guys have you guys just wreak havoc on all of the paper soldiers that are in there. But yeah, you guys clear the halls. It's all... You see LP and KM are just like, that sucked.
Can we read any information off of the paper soldiers, or are they not informational sheets of origami?
I think because the ones you've destroyed are heavily damaged, but on each soldier, you would find the life story of a person.
Oh, that's
Missing-
morbid.
Missing a lot from all the
Wow.
chunks that you've blown in it.
And the thing is,
Okay.
these stories were fascinating. Like, these are fucking limb turners is what they are. You guys just... if you're reading these stories, they're like some of the best stories you've ever seen. Like, oh my god, this man's life was a superhero comic, basically. Or this is just a knight of legend. This was fucking Galahad. This was Lancelot. That kind of a situation. That is who he had fight you. Not just and then Johnny joined up with the army. And it's just these are renowned heroes.
Question. The card hide and seek, locate a target, object, or person. Can we have put a tracker on the library or the librarian before he left?
It's too late for that. Because he already did leave. But
It took
Man.
me a second to find the card. I was trying to get it before he disappeared.
But you could
We
try
had
to
to,
play it later to try to find him.
Okay.
But
So, future game. Or should I play it now?
no, don't play it now.
Okay.
I've got nothing for it now.
Cool.
Cause I don't know where he went. He fucking made it up. I don't know.
Yeah.
So no, he flooded the whole thing. He flooded his office probably has it's that's probably safe, but the dining hall, the entry hall, the foyer,
He
all of that.
He pulled a. If other people want this, they're not gonna get it. If I can't have it, no one can. You've ruined your entire collection, bro.
Worth it, probably.
Maybe.
He also, I need you guys to know 100% that he stole all of Royce's knowledge of how to build this ship.
Fuck.
He knows your
That's
ship
bad.
inside and out. That's
That's real bad.
That's. Oh.
He knows more about your ship than you guys probably do at this point. Well, actually, definitely. He knows more about the ship than all of you know, except for Royce, who now doesn't.
Is that something that I would know that he did?
Or
Or I would
no,
assume.
it's not. It's maybe you could.
Royce knows that he forgot everything, I would think. right?
Royce
He
doesn't know
actually-
what he knew.
Yeah, he will have some strange. He's likely to have some kind of strange moments where he's lacking of knowledge. There are gaps in
I
his.
mean,
in
yeah, if
his
someone
mind.
asks him, hey man, we need you to do this, he's gonna be like,
So he wouldn't immediately understand that he has lost all of his knowledge related to the ship, but it's very likely that that'll become obvious.
Okay, so let's do some fun stuff real quick. This is just like there were 2 magical items. Lord was looking for a magical item for himself
I
doing
think there
all
were a
of.
total of 3 magical item cards played,
There
plus
were-
the
I
yoink.
There are 3 magical items. Okay. All right. I do have a wonderful list right here.
Also, the Season 1 card was played right at the beginning, and I don't know if that was resolved.
I did not have anything at that point for it because we hadn't actually done anything just yet. But that'll be. I know it was Warlord that played it.
I believe.
I will keep that in mind for the beginning of the next game. I will give you something for it. I'll think something that happened. I'll contact you in the RP channel. Like that was the one moment I didn't have anything planned out for. You guys could have seen some weird shit if you played it later, but don't worry about it. We're all good.
Query, do you want me to do the roll for you?
What are we rolling for?
Query was doing attacks as well during everything. So, like, for the flavor at the very least.
Oh yeah, sure. You can make a flavor roll.
Boop. You did good, kid. That's the flavor.
Lurid, this is actually fucking amazing for you. Lurid's still in here, right? Is he? Vatna's still in the chat.
I don't see him.
Oh no, Chatna's gone. Alright, well, we'll take care of that later.
Oh, wait,
There
there.
it's there.
Apparently it hadn't refreshed recently. I was a liar.
I do not see him.
He just commented. He said, ooh, ooh.
Oh, okay. So while you were fighting with one of these, one of them had a it looked like a key, and like I know I keep giving you things, it's not, this thing just had it. It just happens that you did it first, so like here you go. Like as you like used your reality garrote basically to choke one of these things down,
Nice.
around its neck was like printed and like embossed on the page. You know what I mean? Like was a magical key. It's this obsidian skeleton key with a simple tooth and fit inside the door is locked. Don't worry about that part. Oh, whenever you hold the key, you catch a fleeting feeling as if something is visiting your mind. For 5 AP, you can turn the key into any door's lock and create a shadow haven. And we're going to change how that works. Like, with this key, when you put it into a book and turn the key, you will temporarily create a haven inside that book. You can hide in, like, something else's reality. But some
That's
books
pretty
are more
cool.
dangerous. Some books are more dangerous than others. If you're like,
It's the introvert's dream.
but once you're in there, you're in there. And you know some things want to eat books. So that's that. Who else played? 3 magical items is one more than I planned.
And someone else in the chat.
I did not make 3 magical items. I made 2 magical items.
I mean, if you want to give mine back, I think I played last. I was just like, it's the one I was like, it's a library. Sure, I'll play it here.
Who else in chat? Yeah, you could stack. Yeah, I'd be fine with that, Lord. Who else played it? Nika?
It was early on.
Yeah. Warlord. Warlord, one of these nights, and it's still paper. It's still paper, but it's hard, and, like, it's a real weapon. It's called the Line Breaker. It is a halberd. Does 3 damage. It's pretty fancy, but like you can spend 1 AP to thrust the halberd in the front of it will teleport and hook a target. You know, you can like scorpion them back.
Oh, that's neat.
K is not a book. It needs to be a bound book.
I am knowledge.
So like if
You can't take
if
me
you
home
went to
from
the word
library.
tree and grabbed one of the books that they have that they rake up and bind, that would work. And that would be interesting.
Please don't chase me and unfold me and put me into a book. I'd rather you not.
And the yoink grabbed a book. Can Seth, because you were the one that was told to do it, can you roll me a 20-sider and let's see which book you get? Because if you just snagged one while running. Was that your roll, Seth, or have you rolled?
Yeah, that was my roll.
Okay,
13.
13. Alright. It just like appeared, and like I didn't see it roll or anything. So, success. Let's get you a good book. Not a great book, but a good book. Seth, you get a book that... How do I phrase this? Seth, you get a book that you don't understand right now because I don't understand it right now. We're gonna I'll send it to you in RP because I've got to as it's written in the book doesn't look like it'll work, but we'll figure it out.
I could re-roll or add cards if it would make it easier.
No, you're perfectly fine. A 13 is good. It's a good item. I just gotta rework it to fit our world. Alright, so the librarian made it away. Yeah, Seth finds the Bible. It's just it's the Bible that just explains Beezus.
It's the Bibble.
You know what? It fucking is. Not the Bibble. It's the, It is... You stole, on your way out, just reaching by it and grabbing it, you stole the holy book of the world where Toast's bear character was a priest. The Bible is much better.
Yes.
So, you now have the holy book, and as you're flipping through it, you know how Renaissance books often had things written in the margins? Little things, little drawings. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
I know Nika's a big fan of these.
The decorative, drawings with, hidden words and stuff.
At the very start of it is a little bee's head at the bottom. And then, it snakes up and goes to the top of it. And all through the entire book, it's just this incredibly long serpentine bee that goes all the way through it. And on the very last, in the very last part of it, it appears to be a summoning spell.
Yes!
T, as you look out where the library was, your character may not have felt it before, but there's an incredible sense of hopelessness as you
So sad.
just stare at the emptiness that was there.
That's really sad.
It's just you immediately, all those books that disappeared, it's kind of like a million lives being snuffed out at once. It's you just watched the Library of Alexandria burn in front of you.
It's the Death Star exploding.
But even worse than that, because at least people would remember the Library of Alexandria At least some other people told those stories. Everything that burned is gone. Like the
Yeah, I'm over here pretty despairing too.
So this
Like-
is
And
like the big bad.
And like I can't fix it.
you cannot.
None of us can.
I do think we found the BBEG.
Also, as you like the ship flies back through like trying to get back to its hallway to get back in, patch it, of course. I'm not gonna make you guys roll for it. You guys can just patch it up. Like the roots for that world have disintegrated. They're just completely powder. You don't even see any roots anymore.
Mm.
So what was the name of the world that we just lost?
You don't even remember.
Son of a
God,
bitch.
This is dark.
Is Korzipa...
Korzipa's not
Okay.
from that world. Korzipa's not
Okay.
from that world.
So like I don't even remember.
You don't even remember, and that's alarming.
Hey. Okay.
So we don't remember
All right.
anything that has to do with those people that we dealt with.
You guys just came out here exploring. You weren't putting anybody
Wait.
back on that planet.
Wait. Do we remember the librarian and the worm?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right.
I feel
okay.
like if he's anything like me, he might carry some of his own knowledge, so it's hard to, like, unless he gets destroyed.
Yeah, is the whole plane gone or just the roots?
The whole plane, like, yeah,
The whole plane.
No,
Okay.
it's there. There's something
Oh.
there, but it's
You're fine.
you
Sally.
don't you don't reference it. You know what I mean? Like you don't
Huh.
you see it, but then it's just like it's a light in the corner of your eye situation.
God damn it.
It's there, and it's just like then you kind of forget about it. Doesn't matter.
So, is my magical item card getting refunded?
Yeah, we'll refund that one because I only had a couple things. Like honestly, the second thing was, yeah, it was the halberd. It was the key. The key, the halberd were in it, but the book is okay.
Yeah, because I did end up
What?
going last,
I heard
so
her.
that's fair.
I heard halberd.
Yeah, Warlord has the halberd.
Oh, if Warlord wants to do a trade and wants a bow, hit me up.
So, yeah, you guys return home. Kind of foggy and bizarre. Like, it's bizarre. Like, you don't... Like, why did you guys go out there in the first place?
To get
Like-
this B book.
I assume something to do with the library, right?
Had to return a book to the library.
Yeah,
Had like
look, the
crazy
fee
overdue
was like
fees.
horrifying.
I was supposed to check out some chemistry books, but I got bored and got this B book instead.
Yeah, speaking of chemistry, how's your studying? And off we go.
Right,
Not
so-
realizing that a whole bunch of people just lost their past.
And that's when we hear the canned laughter and clapping. 'Cause- yeah.
So, like, that was this game. That was Bookwyrm.
I'm actually surprised. Basically, everyone got out with their life, more or less.
I fully expected to die when I went to
Yeah.
0 HP.
Yeah.
We get there. No
You guys
problems.
started just pulling out some crazy shit at the end there.
There were so many cards going around, though. I was just
It
like,
was
this
really hard
this
for me to
is
keep track.
this is chaotic as hell.
Right back.
Imagine
Bye.
if before I had attacked you, I've used the all or nothing.
Oh my god. The risk would have been too great. Next time.
It would have been great.
Next time.
Glorious.
Well,
need to
I
trade.
think this went swimmingly. We didn't crash any islands into word trees. We, obviously no one was harmed by this, right?
Alan, I don't know
Royce
why.
definitely
I think he was running
was.
to the bathroom. So any of the questions that he could possibly answer, he will answer when he returns.
I mean, we would remember that Royce was. Like,
I mean, do we know that he
A
was
legit
harmed,
knowledge.
but we don't know that he lost knowledge.
well, our knowledge wasn't taken.
Yeah, well, we know that he was hurt, but we have yet to encounter that he has forgotten things yet.
Yeah, we don't know the nature of the knowledge that he lost.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
If you ask me to fix something on the ship, then maybe we'll know.
Yeah, in theory, we don't even know that, like, he
Is the-
lost anything yet.
Is the kid okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was protected because of the swaddle. And
Do you
then
know what would have
shields.
made that even worse? If the kid was lost and nobody remembered the kid.
Oh
That
god.
would have been dark.
I mean, we did play the escape, so it was fine.
If I had one of those cards where you could rewrite a scene, I'd totally do that.
But yeah, so sorry. I don't know. Like, the librarian is a very powerful enemy. Well, the librarian is strong, but he's not as strong if he doesn't have the library. But yeah, you guys.
I think that
So-
someone who is not me needs to talk with the scholars of the page.
So, what is a librarian who doesn't have a library? Nothing.
A depressed person.
A dude?
Just some guy.
With a really nice suit.
Just a
I
guy.
don't-
It
Little
is a nice
dude.
suit.
Got a nice suit. Guy
Yeah,
can
the
snap.
librarian does know how to make his own Wanderpus.
Yep.
I just want you all to know. Royce did leave his wrench on that ship.
He sure did.
I thought we made an escape.
Now I'm gonna have to.
You made
I
an
dropped
escape,
it
right?
before then.
Yeah, he's been ethereal since. So, like, on that ship, like in the library, is a silver wrench and all
We
of the
could've
knowledge.
grabbed it.
He just said he didn't.
Okay.
He just said it.
But we
what's
did
flavor
grab-
burger?
Why do you hate other people's role playing?
Okay.
We did. Either Kay or I, we did grab the knowledge of Royce's that fell out of the librarian's pocket.
Yeah, you sure
So-
did.
Yes, okay.
stick
Well, at
in
least
his
he gets
mouth?
that
Like, how does
back.
work?
Do I just eat that?
Oh, that's in the spark of needing to shout at everybody to put down the gun. He relearned his thunderous word, so that information did come back to him.
Okay. But me assuming that I'm aware that the librarian would know. I mean, he was fishing around in Royce's brain. I would warn the captain, right?
Yeah, you could for sure.
Okay. I'd be like, listen, the librarian probably knows a whole bunch of shit. We should probably talk about that.
Someone should reach out to the scholars and see if they know anything about this person.
That would make for a good. I would say game, but shit. This September's already cram packed.
Too packed.
Sure is.
Tupac?
I've got 2 more games to play in with Royce.
It's 6 more with Bobber. It's gonna be insane. Not Bobber, Billiam.
my fallback
I love this.
character.
I love this so much.
Billiam also almost fucking ate it last time you played him, so.
Sure did.
Billiam almost lost a fight. Billiam did lose a fight to. Knows everything.
Mm-hmm.
So, I hope everybody had fun. Thank you very, very much to Nick for coming and playing the librarian.
Man, Nick, that was cool.
I love him.
You did
Oh,
such a good job.
You
Oh,
play
it's
a
so
really
good.
good asshole, actually.
Years of experience.
Oh
Can we make more poop jokes?
I don't like poop jokes, so we're not gonna make
Picture
them.
paper. Picture paper.
At least
Just
Royce
call the
gave him a
librarian
one-up.
PP.
Maybe.
His name is the Librarian, so don't.
But if we do that to him, it'll make
That's
him
fair.
mad.
Feel my fists of fury, Librarian.
Yeah, everyone applause for good voice.
Yeah, it was very nice.
I'm not clapping into the mic, but anyway, yeah. I do really appreciate you showing up and playing this character, and
Really fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
so like he exists.
It's too bad that some of us were unwilling. Should we say too smart? No, because the players already knew. Our characters were not willing to give you shit, so you were like, well.
He's a bit too villainous for his own good.
Yeah, it's like one of those. It's just like the players were like, we're on your shit. We immediately know.
It's true. His true nature is just too powerful to be concealed.
It might also be the red and black suit.
Yeah, that probably
A
did
little bit of a
help.
giveaway.
Why? What do you mean?
What? Red and black? That's totally norm.
Yeah, totally not a color palette exclusively exploited by villains.
It's just
Never.
like there's no way that's a thing. But
I love the crisp, pointy corner on the shoulder of his suit. It's just,
Kind of
Throws me off
big
as
style.
it's a bow tie and not a standard straight tie. Could have made that so much better with a black straight tie.
No. He's
Nah,
perfect.
it's like you can't see it obviously because I didn't like draw it, but it has like coattails, so it definitely is like more formal. So
I'm thinking
bow
of more
ties.
insults to give to him next time I meet him. I'm keeping it.
It's like a little journal just full of like talking shit to him.
I mean, he is the librarian. You could be like, "Hey, man, I got something for your collection," and just
Huh?
hand it to him.
Yes,
the book
thank
of
you.
insults.
I, in character, am going to be doing that.
No, it's like an insult battle, and you take out your little journal, and it's like, oh, a battle of words, are we? And then I pull out just an enormous dictionary, like Atlas Bible,
an
full
enormous
of them.
dictionary. There's that pause there.
Oh, I
You're,
know.
like feeding on like the liminal word tree and like binding a collection of books and like eagerly going to like read through them, and so you like pick one up because like it's real thick, you like think it's really juicy, and it's literally just page after page after page of insulting you. It's like, damn, this hurts.
I
Psychic
am gonna
damage.
skip
I like that.
But it looks like Isaac wants to look into the Scholars of the Page, even if we're not able to make it a full game, just to see if they might know anything.
to get this information, we're going to have to make it a game. And so it's not going to happen this month because we are not doing that in RP. That is too important.
Yeah,
That's fair.
Like RP is all flavor. Like
Helps like direct the way that you play the games. Basically, that's the way I think of it.
yeah.
But you still gotta like play the games.
You got to play. That's why anything you guys ask in RP, that's why like I shrug. Is that you didn't do any work to know, so I can't tell you.
Thank
So
you,
the
everyone,
world
so
basically
much
got
for playing.
something from Stone Age because knowledge is it's not. You'll know later. At some point, you'll know.
It's not so much knowledge as in what you like. It's not like society, like what you've learned and built up. It's like everything, like your history, the entirety of all things.
They're like good stories.
What would happen if somebody gave him
Oh.
a completely fake history?
How would you?
I have a few
Would-
ideas
like-
of how you would, as a matter of
I-
fact.
For like
Just
The
give him a
word
nice
tree-
fan fiction.
the word tree knows the difference. Any word tree knows the difference between fiction and nonfiction. Like that is something I established last season. There are trees that look different. Like so, if you write down fiction, it knows it's fiction.
So the librarian
So
would do it
wait.
if we were lying to him. Okay.
Go ahead.
What if someone? Oh, how do I? What if we gave him a completely fake story? I would like an answer to that. Like,
What if you did a copy? Like, what if you made a copyright? Like not copyright, like a complete
typed
not
up
perjury. What the fuck is word?
forgery.
Forgery
Yeah.
or like
Counterfeit?
Change some things word around.
a counterfeit situation. That would be something to roll on or something to learn in the future. That's not an answer I can answer right now.
Okay.
Again, you haven't done the work for it yet. But
Yeah.
you would know that when they all are discussing about like what, like it's like no, they wouldn't be discussing about it because they wouldn't. The world's just gone. You know, 100% T, that it is not draining their history away. It is.
Not that.
It's not that.
It's not that. Okay, yeah.
It's like I sent you. Like we talked about what it is.
Yes.
dear.
Like I can resend you more about it, but it is that, not that.
Okay.
And like because T's right here, you all get to like catch the shrapnel of the fact of knowing that it's not that.
Interesting.
Do
This,
with it what
this
you
game
shall.
has created more questions than answers.
You said it was gonna be like a important game. There is so much knowledge buried in here and so much like threads. I look forward to it. The setup is a lot.
And like some secrets were thrown out there too,
Mhm.
which if anyone caught the little morsels, if you didn't, you didn't. But
I mean, you
Yeah.
kept getting called Gardener.
So we didn't go here.
didn't what?
Don't worry. It's just me being upset at the rooms that we didn't go to.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
this is his,
We didn't go here?
His weekly rant.
I mean,
You guys did good?
I personally feel like I was in this hallway. Look, it's misty and shit.
That specific hallway.
I
That's where
was
the
there.
captain was.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, fine. Fine,
It's
that's what the
moist.
captain was.
That was my hallway.
All right, sweet. You guys didn't go into this room? Or I think this room's like not the dining room, but just another room. You didn't make it to his office. Don't worry. His office is still fine. Anyway, it is. Oh shit! It's 8:30. Jesus Christ, people.
Yeah, I have to
8:30.
like go shower because I have work
Yeah.
in the morning.
Thank
Alright,
you all
well,
so
thank-
much for playing. This was a riot. Nick, thank you again for coming to do this. It was everything I wanted it to be.
It really was.
Anytime.
You might live to regret saying that.
Yeah, I was like, he's saying anytime is like a threat.
Yeah,
Both to
you're the
them and
big
yourself.
badge. You're gonna be back.
Anytime I will descend from the heavens and take a player.
You
Well, we
tried.
haven't
You
seen
could
the
not
last
claim
of-
me.
We haven't seen the last of the librarian, so
You certainly haven't seen the last of the librarian. Like, T, you hate the librarian. I assume a lot of people, like everybody does.
Oh, this
It's
person.
a rational decision.
For what Kay believes of the world, someone that hoards knowledge like this and then just so easily destroyed it, Kay hates the librarian.
You were gonna kill him.
I tried.
Yeah, you all got fucking close.
Yeah.
Like,
how
very
much
close.
HP? Can I be nosy and be like, how much HP did he have left when he ran?
When he ran, I believe he had 2 HP left.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I wanted to use Heart Killer on him, but then I realized, as paper, he does not have a heart.
As far as I
Certainly
know.
do not have a heart.
I also don't have a heart in this traditional way.
I can make you one.
Oh, thank you.
Tomorrow on stream, we're gonna do like kind of a low-key recap session because I feel like a lot has happened and it might be a good time to do some recap.
So many games.
Yeah, there's been a lot, so I'll do that like I don't want to call it the mid-season recap because it's like a little bit later than mid-season, but I don't know. It's like the 2/3 season recap. We also might do some NPC crafting. Maybe build some lore. Obviously, a lot of the maps, like map is not the right word, but the assets and stuff, were made with Midjourney, and they worked really well. I would like to play with that. I think some tomorrow on stream as well, just to craft some stuff, maybe some environments and whatnot. Then also
It
the
makes
premiere.
really nice. It makes really nice landscapes.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I think that Vatna is trying to give me Nemesis for the Librarian.
I actually love that.
Yes. Good.
Alright, so we are gonna wrap here and either eat or pass out. Both of those things are necessary. I've had, like, no sleep.
Passing out sounds great because it's 11:30.
It is, indeed. Late o'clock on Sunday? Is that what day? Time has no meaning.
Yeah. It's almost Monday.
The Lord's Day.
It is. I'm currently wearing a shirt that says, "I don't care what the Bible says."
It's adorable.
Oh shit! I need that.
It's an adorable shirt.
It's got a little, like, cute little Care Bear Baphomet on it.
Oh my gosh, I want that so bad.
I need a link.
I will link it in the shopping in the Discord as soon as we're done. It's
Thank
super,
you.
Thank you.
Okay, everyone, it was tons of fun.
Thank you
And
for playing,
scary.
Kira.
Thank you very
And-
much.
That was fun. I still don't trust you.
I probably need a nerve pill now. That was anxiety inducing.
I
Yeah,
fulfilled
I
my
don't-
purpose.
Oh. All right. Nico, we'll circle back around later.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We're gonna fuck off. Clackles will do it in the Discord. Good night, everyone. See you tomorrow.
Good night.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.